Viewers and listeners, yes, GDFNL match of the round here at Quest Oval. So miles reserved for the old timers, a bit like myself. Belpo still versus Winch. Interestingly, we did cover this game early in the season, and the margin probably didn't reflect what the game was about, but Belpo still now coming off 3 wins in a row. I think Winch has got the last 2. The weather here, Grubby always talks about where we've been 28 and sunny. Well, guess what we've got at Belpo still today? We've got 18 and sunny, and just a gentle zephyr blowing across, about 30 knots as it does everywhere. So, fantastic day for footy. The ground looks in very, very good nick. So, hoping for a fantastic contest. Good afternoon, Richard Grubbycations.
G'day, Spy, Dale, and g'day, viewers, and of course, g'day, listeners. And I tell you what, it's not often you come up here and get conditions like this. We've been here in the rain and the wind and the cold, and this is the best we get up here, so we're going to really thoroughly enjoy it. As you said last time, I think Belpo still kept with them for a little while but couldn't go all the way. And then all of a sudden now, after a couple of wins, they give themselves a real chance.
Well, they do, mate. They do. So, anyway, we are up here for Past Players Day as well. Hang on.
Can you introduce Smithy?
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now.
Well, because then he can when we can get rid of him.
Hello, good boy. See you later.
Yeah, rightio. Dale Smith, the voice of the footy. There we go. And where's the camera? Because I usually put the camera on the back of my head rather than talking to people.
Better than the front of your head, I can tell you.
Well, I've got a good head for radio, mate. That's why I don't go on TV.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Dale's come in, gone out, and he's out of here. So turn that one round, Tyler, so we can get the boys on the screen. There we go. I'll move my chair. You're right there, Tara.
All good, mate.
Put your foot back on. You can. There you go. We have been joined by the co-coaches of Belpo Hill, Justin Tarr and Ash Whitney. Gentlemen, thank you for coming into the box.
No worries at all.
All right, Spider.
It's nice of Grubby to let us know it's happening. He tells me about 5 minutes ago, the boys are coming in the box. Yeah, no worries, that's fine.
Only organised at 15.
Like
Yeah, well, at least you can let me know prior, mate. That's fair. No, look, it's always nice to have a chat to the coaches. Obviously, lads, a succession plan. It's worked a little bit better than the Collingwood one did.
Yep, it's going well.
No, well, you have been co-coaches, haven't you? It hasn't been like Ash has come in as an assistant and then it's going to be handed over. You've had the joint role, and which makes things a bit easier. Tara, you've had it for 6 years now? 7 years? 6 years. So
That's a pulse, 1 year.
yeah, we're not going to go into that, mate. So you've had it for 6 years. Obviously, COVID again throws spanners in the work. You've had another young child since then. You run your own business, so obviously the time seems to be right, mate, for you to.
Yeah, it is.
Step down and coach the twos? Is that the role?
Yeah, I'm coaching the reserves next year, actually.
I know.
It was more just, the time was right. My job that I seen in the sort of history of the footy club was just be that link between that really successful era, and nobody really wanted the job. There was a lot of pressure on the next coach that was in, but I was more than happy to do it. And it's more about, rebuilding the list and then handing over to somebody else when it's sort of ready to go. And, and I've only won 5 games for the year, but I think our list is very good and it's going to be better next year.
Well, you played in the first couple, didn't you? You played in the first couple? 2 flags? And
5,
then,
mate.
you played the first 5. Sorry, mate. Oh, then you hit when.
You hit Went. Yeah, I did. No, sorry, you're right. I missed it. I played in the first 2 that we lost, and then missed the year where they won the flag. Yeah, that's right.
And then
I made up for it at the end, luckily, which was good.
Yeah, which is always nice, mate. Which is always nice. And Ash, you've gone. So you obviously went and coached Belmont for a couple of seasons as well. Then decided to come back and jump on the bench and help out. So, how do you see this? Obviously, 2 completely different clubs, Belmont to Belpo Hill. What are you took Belmont on at a time when they're probably not rebuilding as quickly as what Belpo Hill are looking to do. How do you going to see the difference between the 2 clubs, mate?
Look, the boys that we've got here, the core group that are already here, are willing to work hard. We've got the Jed Hermans, Sam Quinn, all those kind of boys that have been here for a while now. So those guys have learnt off the Cubbies, Bomax, Dale Whitneys, Cozies and all that kind of stuff. So that core group have had that success right above them and seen it and seen what those guys are about. So it's about them transitioning and giving that to the younger boys that we've got through the footy club this year and a few more next year.
You're probably getting me at a good time too. A lot of 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids coming through, so you can actually give it a bit of gurge. You can teach them how to play the style of footy you want,
100%.
And they haven't had too many bad habits from playing senior footy prior.
100%. And the improvement they've had from probably early on in the year to now has been massive, and it's happened probably a little bit quicker than what I thought personally. I thought it'd just take probably a little bit longer, but they work hard. All these young kids that they've come from other good footy clubs too. Like we've got Henry Versham, who's come from South Palms. You know what I mean? So he's been around good programs and stuff like that. And he comes in here, and as a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, he leads training. A lot of voice, a lot of direction out there, even on game day as well. So they've got a lot of they've got footy smarts. These kids, you know what I mean? They're not just coming straight out of. From a low division junior footy, it's from high level.
Well, his dad loved to chat too back in the day, so that doesn't surprise me one bit either. But you've got a few St Mary's boys up here as well, and which you've got clubs around with programs like that, and with a club that's going through a rebuild of its junior program too. It's always good to get those kids, rather than trying to go out and buy 26, 27, 28-year-olds. You can bring these kids that have had a decent coaching program going through their juniors. And they bring that here and expect the standards of what they've had all the time, and it just drives the whole club, doesn't it?
Yep, 100%.
And they're all great mates as well. That's a good thing. You know, you get up, see on a Saturday night we have a function, and they're all here, and because they're all around the same age as well, they get along really, really well. And I think that's probably the most important thing. They're great mates off the field, and they'll do anything for each other on the field.
That was the success that built those flags, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And I can see similarities from way back then. They are very young, and they're probably a couple of years away. Well, definitely 2 or 3 years away from playing the absolute best footy. But the improvement from round 1 till now has been massive, and there's still a long way to go for these boys as well.
Grub?
Well, there was one question I was going to ask.
You're not allowed to ask you.
I might still ask you. You sat in the wrong spot. You couldn't probably headbutt me from there. But
you'll get you.
Oh, okay.
Long arms, mate, long arms.
Yeah. Premierships, finals. Then all of a sudden, one ordinary year, you're back again in finals, and then this year you've lost all those really, and I'm not talking just players, really, really good players to the bush. And all right, we thought, oh, they're gone. And then you got some of these young kids in, and after 3 or 4 rounds, you think, they're doing all right. And then you're smashed with so many injuries that you finished, and now you finish off well. Do you reckon, even though you're not up with playing finals and winning premierships, you notice when you talk to these kids that the spirit of Belpost Hill is still around, and that's going to help blokes like Ash next year, because it's still there, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah, 100%, definitely agree. We were a little bit unlucky there. It seemed that our injuries were always our best players, and then obviously losing both for 6 weeks as well.
Yeah.
It was always going to be hard. We haven't had that depth because we lost so many players, and the players that we did lose, they're some of the greatest players in absolute history of probably the GDFL, not just our club.
Exactly.
In one go.
Yep.
But it's actually really exciting as well. Whatever happens for the rest of the year, doesn't really matter for us. We're still looking to improve, but it's been just for a team that's won 5 games, it's been such a positive season.
Yeah.
Massive positives from the group.
You mentioned Bowie Collins in there, and I'm probably not allowed to do this, but we're not going against the decision, and it was against the Werribee boy too. The poor bugger was going for the footy. All right, he did get him in the head, and he did cause some damage. But I watched that over and over and over and over again, and all he was trying to do was get the footy. You see blokes come around and whack blokes and then get forward. He was really stiff to get 6, wasn't he, really?
100%.
I reckon.
And I was big on that, but too, the game's probably gone past. If you make contact with the head, you're in trouble now.
I know, yeah.
And that's the way it is. But I know as a junior growing up, and you always protect where the ball area is, you know what I mean? So he's come across, tried to protect where the ball was, so his opposition player couldn't get it, and he's got him high. And, unfortunately, obviously, he had a pretty bad injury with his broken jaw. But, sometimes when they're football-related injuries, happens at some time.
Yeah.
That's what footy's about. But it's gone out. He's been perfect since he's been back, Bo. He's got a real good attitude. He's been massive, and probably a little bit of the turning point when he did get back. It's probably not a coincidence that he's led from the front through our midfield. Yeah.
But had it have been, say, you probably would have been deserved.
I would have probably elbowed.
Well, I've got another question for you. Solo next year, is it a big load off your shoulders to get rid of this burden over here?
No, definitely not. When I took the job on, me and Terry caught up and had a coffee, and I really wanted him there because he's got so much knowledge of all these boys, all the opposition sides as well, because I have been away from it a little bit. I've watched a little bit of footy, coming down and watch the boys, but not a heap with work and stuff like that. So he's been huge for me, and he's a very good mate.
Wonderful.
Outside of footy, so it's been a pleasure. I've loved working with him.
Yeah, no, I've too. And
we haven't even had an argument, to be honest, really.
No, we've been really good.
Really good.
Wow.
And I'm still going to be around, obviously, coaching the reserves. It would be a big help to a senior coach as well, just having that reserves coach. They're going to get taught the right way, try and get them aligned. I think the most successful teams have as strong seniors and reserves. and yeah, sort of Ash's time now, and he's been doing a great job this year, and he's going to do a fantastic job next year as well. And the boys got a lot of respect for him, and I'm still going to be here if he asks my opinion. If he needs my help, I'll be there. If not, that's fine as well.
Yeah.
But that just touching on that, Tari, that relationship you've already got, it does probably make it that little bit easier, and Ash, you can answer it as well, to Ash to implement what he wants to do come roll next year on his own, because he knows that you're going to trust what he does and back how he does it, and know there's going to be no. You said you haven't really had an argument this year, which I find astounding. But you know, if Ash puts something to you, that's the way you're going to convey that exact message to the group you're coaching.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want from somebody that's underneath you, be it a reserves coach or an assistant coach.
Yep.
Senior coach sets the program, this is what we want to do, and then when you've got guys underneath you that are pushing that same message, it's just so much easier for a senior coach. You can't do it all by yourself.
Well, it was the hallmark of the side you had, because if you got injuries through the golden period, you'd bring someone out of the twos, and they knew their role. It might not be. It might be someone who was playing on ball in the twos, and they might be a back pocket or a half back flank or a forward pocket in the ones, but they knew what their role was. So that's what I'm getting at. If Ash puts something to you like that, then it goes through the whole system, and then hopefully it feeds down to the 18s and the next lot coming through.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think that's the strongest clubs. That's how they are, and that's what we're working towards. And I'm really confident we'll get there as well.
Probably the question that goes around Belpost Hill the most is, who was the best coach, you or Stuffer?
I'll let Ash answer that one.
Tari.
Actually, you don't have to answer it whatsoever.
I'll be honest though. I know
Tari's a better coach and Stuffer's a better fitness coach. There you go.
Well, that's probably not comparable, is it?
Well, unfortunately, I didn't want a sensible answer, mate. But anyway,
you're going to show a bit more respect to Stuffer, premiership coach at this club, Grubby.
And so on.
We couldn't have done it without him, and even when he wasn't the coach and Gurge was the coach, Stuffer played an important role for us as well. So I know you're only taking the piss, but
well, no, I thought so were you, but then I thought, no, you're not. But
no, I'm not.
No, the better argument goes around, mate, every major raffle. Who's the best full forward at the club? That's the best one that goes around.
Spider thinks it's him, but
Spider does think it's him. It was never him.
I will tell you something. Watching grand finals since 2010, I thought you were a reasonable player in home and away. But you're a bloody champion in the finals.
You
got them across the line a couple of times. You're in the best all the time. So all that sort of stuff obviously contributed to your coaching, and we probably are running out of time. We're going to miss you.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
You guys too.
And
probably you. Not too much of that.
Not so much. Well, Dale's all right. Dale's done nothing.
Dale's a good man. Very good man.
As far as coaches go, what they give to us, you've been as good, probably better than anybody. Belpost Hill, well, they're not going to miss you because you're going to be there. We are, and the GDFNL are. And well done for a great coaching stint, mate. Really
appreciate it.
It has been, and you're probably right what you said at the start there, Tari. No one wanted the job after the success. And to put yourself out in the line like that, mate, and just to keep things ticking along, it is a credit to you, mate. And I know you love Belpost still, and you've been here all your life, mate. So, and I know you've probably had offers over the time, mate, to move on. But as you said before, you stick fat. People don't play for a lot of money up here, mate. They just want to play footy and they want to play for the club. So, it is a credit to you, mate, for what you've done over the journey through your career. Let's not forget that too, because you actually were a bloody good footballer. Mate, you talk about the best full forward. I wasn't in the best 36 that played at the club. Don't worry about the best full forward. Jesus.
Well, I thought I was had a decent career until Will Ford came up here and
he went right.
Well, I tell you what, I did watch a video during the week, and Tony Doze, you're taking him with you, by the way, for God's sake, take him with you.
I know where you're going with this, though.
But he did say...
Very smart man, Tony.
He actually rated you above Jovanovic. That's a big rating.
Tony's a bit hungover when he said that. But,
that's a big rating. But for consistency in finals and years, he'd have to be on the mark.
Career-wise, absolutely. Like Jano's only for a couple of years, 3 years.
Jovano's a very special player.
He played two, then he went and he came back to the losing one, didn't he? He was He was the Tasmanian fullback of the team of the century. He could play for Ocean Grove's fullback of the team of the century. He was just a gun full forward here. But anyway, we're not talking about Giovanna. He's
one more question.
He's moved to his own planet now, Giovanna. That's where he lives these days.
One more question. How are we going to go today?
I don't know, but if we play the way we have the last 3 weeks, I think obviously Winchelsea a bit better than the sides we have been playing. But we're just looking for more improvement, and the young kids are a little bit inconsistent. But, these guys beat us by 20 goals last time we played them, and we're definitely a better side than what we were then. And
got a better side in today.
Yeah, we've got a better side in today. But these guys are a very good side. I think they lost, 6 games by under 17 points or something like that.
The percentage is unbelievable.
120.
Yeah,
fourth in the league.
Yeah, and they've got some very, very, very good players that are probably in their prime of their careers as well, not that young. And they play a good brand of footy too, but... quietly confident if we bring our best, then we'll get the result.
Let's hope so.
All right, gents.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you very much for coming in. And Ash, we hope you're as open and giving as Tari is, mate, come next year. We know you're a little bit angrier than Tari is. Not much.
sometimes.
Not much. Just a little bit. No, we thank you both for coming in for a chat, mate. And good luck today. And obviously, Ash, taking on yourself next year, mate. Good luck with what happens. And hopefully you recruit well over the off-season and slide back up the ladder where you belong.
That's it.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Cheers,
guys.
mate.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah,
Good luck.
boys.
Thank you.
Justin Tarr, Ash Whitney.
Thanks, mate. Good man.
Co-coaches of the Bellpost
Thanks, mate.
Hill Football Netball Club joining us in the box. They speak well, Grub.
Yeah. Look, and they believe in what they say, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You get people in there that say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, but they're very, very passionate. Both of them are Bellpost Hill kids, people. They speak very well, and then that's why, look, there's a lot of people very, very jealous of Bellpost Hill through that dynasty. And I was one that never was, because I think the best side should win it, and they did 7 or 8 times. And now they're going through adversity. But, with these blokes in charge, they're a big chance to fight their way out of that.
I do always find it interesting. Oh, they were successful. Good on them. They're bad luck. They're struggling. Well, you know what? Success doesn't get handed to you. If you work for it, away you go. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right, yeah. And they work very, very hard. Don't worry about that.
And they had a bunch of loyal players. I mean, I remember the article in the paper back in, was it 2014 or 15 about Cam Addy, like playing for $50 a game. And some of the offers that he had over time, he would have made more in 1 year than he made in 6 or 7 years here playing. And that's what was bred here, and that's the way. Well, it's pretty much always been.
The thing is, in 10 years' time, you haven't got that money left. But if you stay here, you've got the memories. You've got your mates, and that's what it's all about.
Let's ask the bloke next to us. He played in 4 in a row. What's a premiership worth to you money-wise? There is no value.
Nah.
None at all. It's just the enjoyment afterwards. And not just that day and for years to come. As I said, we went back
a
weeks ago, mate.
month and everything,
Yeah. So it is. It's about people you meet in football, and
that's not. I don't know. That's coming from a mercenary, really. He went to so many clubs for money, and you're asking that.
Well, they kept offering him coaching jobs, mate. Just kept going. Do you want to come and coach? Do you want to come and coach? Well, he's only been at Bell Park, Queenscliff, Learmonth, Caramit, Bellpost Hill. I'm just making up names of clubs now.
I tell you what.
Kerrang.
With all the money, mate, I can't believe he's living in Bannock, but I thought he'd be up in Heighton somewhere.
I can't believe he's
Up at Bannockburn.
Big swimming pool.
I can't believe the back of his castle has got a tail light.
That's another story. Hopefully gets fixed next week.
So anyway, we didn't quite introduce you properly before because the lads come in, of course. Dale Smith, who is, as I said, past Players' Day here today. Thank you very much to Bats and Fats and the crew in there who we had a very good lunch, and they've got Stevie Baker and having a chat right now. Dale, of course, coached here in 93, 94, Dale? That's it, right?
I couldn't tell you spot, to be honest.
Were you when Tonks coached the 94 flag?
No.
So you're 92, 93 you were here then, mate?
Could have been before him. I definitely was before him, but I'm not too sure who took over after I left, so...
I'm trying to think who coached me in 90. I might have been Vic Osborne coached.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. As I said, I know I travelled the last half a year. I was living at Ballarat, and I travelled down and coached down there.
You did.
And at 2 o'clock in the morning, some mornings getting home to Ballarat was pretty frightening with the fog that was in. And so
interesting times back then, mate. Up that highway, mate. It wasn't the best road to drive either, was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a good. It was a good drive, but as I said, Spider, as I said, when you're not familiar with the sights and the bends and all that sort of stuff, and you can only see a post in front of you, it's a pretty slow trip.
would have been a slow trip. But yeah, no, like I said, that's where Dale and I first crossed paths back in the early 90s. So it's again good to have you on board, mate, and obviously the voice of the GDFNL. So we'll move on to a couple of games, boys. We've got 25 minutes to run through the round. Some interesting results last week have pretty much opened up the season still for the possibility of 6 sides to play finals. Bannockburn, as I said, last week was a cracking game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of the better ones we've seen, I think, to be honest.
Brilliant game to watch. It was just end-to-end footy. 2 reasonably young sides. After the older blokes kept getting injured. I noticed Sutton was named today again, Grub. Obviously, miraculous cover. He's been to Lords for the week, has he? Got the leg reattached.
It just could have been a recurring cramp. Usually, if a hamstring looks that bad, you miss something, don't you?
You miss the rest of the year. But anyway, first game today, lads, is out at Elite Training Centre Oval, which is Winter Resort. The Beaumont Lions versus Bannockburn. And what we've seen from Bannockburn last week, it really impressed me.
Look, their kids were as good a bunch of kids that I've seen going around for a long time. And as I said to you, Spide, I think we made a comment last week, if we could put that group together with some of the kids that were playing in the Werribee side and play a representative side, I think you'd have a pretty good crack at any sort of team that you played against. It was genuine. As I said, they handled themselves pretty well. Both sides handled themselves in that level of football against... And it was good that there was an open flowing game because that obviously enhanced what they wanted to do as well.
Yep.
So, as I said, I would have loved. I was going to actually ring Ronnie during the week and just see what or if they could get a couple of boys back from Geelong Falcons, because I believe they've had a bye this week. There was news around that they're getting one back but not the other. And I don't think Fulton's playing either this week.
He's gone away.
Someone says he's gone to New Zealand for a little
New Zealand
break.
for a week. Yeah, he's just had 3 weeks off.
Yeah, that was pre-planned for a long, long time ago, and just couldn't get out of it. That's a bit like.
It's a pity though it's a pity you couldn't drag it forward though. I know you probably paid your accommodation, but
you can't.
a couple of phone calls, mate. Yeah, that's all you need, mate.
Just looking at the Bannockburn side, mate, it's almost looks unchanged from last week.
Yep.
To be honest, there's no. Yeah, I reckon it's pretty much unchanged from last week. So no other names back, mate.
Well, it'll be a different contest out there this afternoon. They won't have the space to have the open, free-flowing game that they would like to play, Bannockburn. And this, as I said, will suit the Belmont side down to the ground. As I said, they took on Bannockburn early in the season. Not too far too good for them, but they were too good for them out at Bannockburn. And I can't really see Bannockburn turning the table this afternoon. As I said, you'll get performances from kids one week and they've got to be able to follow it up the next. And as I said, if they can do that, they will give themselves a really good chance to win the game of footy. But I just think Belmont, the way they play, their larger bodies, I reckon it's going to suit them down the ground, and I think that they will win the game. And I think that probably a 3-goal margin would be somewhere in the margin or the area that I'm thinking.
Grub.
Yeah, well, look, you say what a great game it was last week, but a few weeks ago we went down to Werribee and watched Werribee and Belmont, and that was a terrific game as well. So, both sides played that ground very well. Unfortunately for Bannockburn, Belmont played their ground a little bit better. I think Bannockburn probably have made one change. I think Bailey Alford's not playing, and Doug Thomas comes in from memory. So, but and that's a good in, not a good. I thought Bailey Alford was pretty good last week. The big fella's not playing still, I don't think, for Belmont. Big Jed Evans. I don't think he's playing. Allen and Wiley are back in, which is pretty good. And Jubba, who hasn't played, he hasn't played since about round 5 or 6.
You got Hooter in the ruck, so
but they'll probably replace Allen, who's a pretty good player. Sanzara and Nick Sheriff's been a very good player, but he's been in and out from too. Look,
your little mate plays game 100 for the club today. Michaeli Harrison.
Yeah, does he? Well, is he in the ones?
No, he's in the twos.
Yeah, I thought so. And it'd be nice and handy with a bit of experience if they do lose a couple. Belmont now will finish top 3.
Yep.
Bannockburn is still fighting to try and play finals. And I just think if they fight and maybe Belmont just rest on their laurels a little bit, it'll be very, very close, but I think Belmont just on their home turf.
All right, out at Inverleigh at Morton Power Oval, Inverleigh taking on the West Giants. Now, obviously, we said Inverleigh's run home is reasonably soft compared to other sides. So they just got to keep winning. Grub.
Yeah, well, they do, and I think they will. I think they'll finish 5th. Not sure how they'll go in the finals because their form still isn't very impressive. They've got a couple of good players coming back into that side. Ryan Robinson's back in, I think, which they've missed him. Billy McIntosh and Templeton. They just have to win. They just have to win. And
Grundle back on the track, they tell me.
Yeah, I spoke to Doltz during the week, but he's still 2.5. He's allowed to. He's in the pool. And he's allowed to start running in the next week or 2. He said. From what he told me, no moon boot anymore.
Nah.
Which is good.
Well, as I say, West have had some pretty poor injuries. They've been cruel by injuries a little bit. They've been a bit unimpressive. And this week, I think Braden Mitchell ain't playing. He's one of the better players. Croft and Craven. He's got a hammy too. So, look.
They've got to look at their training structure down there, Grub. There seems to be a lot of blokes down there getting injuries.
There is, isn't there?
And that's not just this year. This has been something that's been going on for
3 or 4 years.
Well, Noah Craven being half Brady, mate, his hammies are buggered anyway, so that's that's predisposed.
Yeah, look, no, Inverleigh have to win and will win.
Dale?
Yeah, look, I can't even think that West will even put up a performance. to be honest, as I said, like it must be shattering for the people that are down there trying to do the right thing and coach them. They bring people in each year. They recruit fairly well, but unfortunately, they just don't seem to be able to get a continuity out of their best group of players. So they probably turn over as many players. I think probably Inverleigh, I think they turned over about 38 or 9 this year. And to be honest, if you're going to do that, you don't get the consistency that you really like in football. So look, Inverleigh, they are a good side. They've still got some quality footballers in their side. They will win the game of football. And a game like last week, they will probably, this will be a bit of a blowout. I think it'll be 10 goals plus. So I don't think, with the conditions they've got, they'll be ideal for them.
It's perseverance, Smithy. Things haven't gone well for them.
Yep.
And the year they were going to make the finals, they had about 9 out that day we went out to East. Persevere, keep doing what you're doing, keep recruiting, and 1 year, all your recruits and all your other good players are going to stay fit. They're going
Well, I hope they're not 40 when they get to that stage, though.
Well, they've got some quality in their group. There's no doubt about that. But as I said, they just can't get them all in the park at one time. So
and hopefully next year they do.
Yeah, but again, what do you do to change all this? As I said, I know at the AFL they go through all their protocols and look at all the things, but there's got to be a reason why they keep having this bad luck. It can't continue the way it is. Are they recruiting blokes that are at the end of their time and just might get 1 or 2 years out of them, or do they need to go back and look at doing what Belpost Hill are doing and start it with a group of kids that are 18 to 22?
Or Corio.
Or Corio, yes, they've done that, and then proceed from there. And we can't get up there at the moment. We may as well stay where we are. Let's make the gradual improvement. Get these kids playing senior footy, and in 4 years' time, if they all stay together, if they don't get sick of getting beaten, you've got something that's going to be really competitive.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, East Geelong Anarchy. I'll touch on Anarchy quickly. Overnight, I didn't mention on hashtag this morning because I only got the message on the radio. Obviously, Butch Mapapalingi is my son's uncle. He passed away
at
4:45 this morning after a long battle with pancreatic cancer. So I got the message at I said 7 o'clock. I was about to go on air, so I didn't want to mention it that early, obviously, because it's still a bit raw and getting it around. So the Anarchy boys have that extra drive. So to Shell and the family, Mapalingi family, and the extended Morrison family, we do pass on our condolences here. Wonderful bloke, Butch. It's a fantastic.
He's been cooked for a couple of years, hasn't
he? Yeah, but he got the all clear early in the year, around Christmas last year. He got the all clear, then it came back in about March, April, and there was just not much they could do from there.
Yep.
So he's been on, unfortunately, on borrowed time. I was talking to Shell during the week, been on borrowed time for a little while, and. Said my son Cody had messaged me this morning and said Uncle James had passed away. So to our Anarchy friends and to the Mapapalingi family, his extended family, we do pass on our condolences. So Anarchy a little bit extra to play for, but what we seen from them last week, mate, or the reports back, it wasn't great. And they're taking on East Geelong and East Geelong.
Yeah, I spoke to the coach during the week. He ventured in and had a bit of a conversation with him, and I think he said he gave him a spray at half time and give him another one after the game. There's days, he said, when things don't go right, and it just continued to go wrong for them last week. They have played some good football. We've known that. They've lost, I think, a handful of games by less than maybe 2 goals. And in terms of where they've been and what they're trying to do, I think they've had a pretty good season myself. But again, if they're going to finish like they did last week, I think they'd be a little bit disappointed. So he's pretty keen to get them back up and firing today. Probably not the best of oppositions to be able to try and bring that around because, as I said, East Geelong at the start of the season, they had the few of the injuries. They're getting all their better players back, so they're getting some really good continuity in there, and they're getting back to what their very best is. And look, they'll just be too strong for Anarchy. I think, as I said, they might be able to run with them for a little while, but I think the game draws on. They'll finish them off pretty nicely.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're right in a little bit of continuity because they won about 15 or 16 straight.
So both still they've beaten them, believe it or not.
Round 1, 15 in a row since.
Yeah, that's still a mystery to all of us, I think.
Yes,
but,
it was.
They've got a debutant playing, and Jack Doyle's going to make his debut today, so I think they're resting a couple. Sammy Lowe's been managed. As far as I've been told.
Managed, is that what they call it now?
Managed.
Well, they only play when Grubby's there, so he gets the votes.
Yeah, no, he's been and I tell you what, now I've worked out all my career. I was managed a lot of times.
Is that how you become the team manager?
The coach is back, Olsbrook. Now, we've been calling him Osselbrook,
yes,
but it's not. It's Olsbrook, and he'll be back in. So Tim Lee's back in. The boy that got hurt, Josipovic.
Yep.
He's coming back as, I think, since
that was
about
that was at West, wasn't it?
Yeah, round 6.
Yeah.
Well, he's playing his first game since then, so good on you, son. Low
time to come
managed.
back.
Jaden Fanning's out with a calf, Mamone and pain. So they've got a couple of milestones. Johnny McIntyre, the captain, 100th game for East, and Zach Smith plays his 50th. So, look, they will have the drive anarchy. I know they'll be going out there and doing everything they can because of the situation, but this mob, to me, is the best in the business at the moment, and they'll be too strong.
Yeah, look, I can't really argue with that. They're just clinical, aren't they?
Yeah.
They just get the job done. Doesn't matter. Like people going, they should belt someone by 100 points. As I said all along, mate, you win 20 games by 1 point, you're premiers and champions, aren't you?
Yep.
So it doesn't matter what you win by, you just got to win. Okay, Grub, out to the duck pond, my friend. Werribee we were very impressive last week. Bannockburn had their chances, but couldn't kick straight against North Geelong, who looked a little bit defeated and then come back and beat Thompson at home last week.
Yeah, that was a bit of a turn up for the books. The way we'd seen Thompson go over the previous couple of weeks, I would have thought Thompson would have just kept improving and been too strong for him. But, yeah, they're up and down. And as Pete Riccardi said, there's a lot of young kids there. He's not worried about finals. He's worried about going out and performing each game as the best of their ability. And some weeks they struggle a little bit, like at Anarchy. They struggled that day. But last week was a fantastic win. Last week was a fantastic win for Werribee. But their injury list is, well, it's starting to grow a little bit. Like they've still got Prismal out, Stevenson out.
Is he long term or is he?
Well, I would say finished, but he's still hanging his hat on. If they go deep into finals, he might get one in, but I don't think so. Who was the other bloke? Linehan Cunningham still not back from general soreness. No, it's a bit more than that. Another one went out.
We lost Patterson last week.
Yeah, Patterson. Well, he only played one game.
O'Malley's out.
He was omitted.
Was he?
Yeah, I think so. The other one, the big one, Chesterman. Chesterman's out as well.
Oh,
Did he do a hammy?
No, I don't think so. Might have been.
He looked like he went off the ground. He was hanging on to it.
Well, it could well have been.
It could have been one of those cramps that Sutton had too.
Oh, apparently Sutton, had the cramp. But, Chesty's a big one, eh?
Yeah, look, there's a lot out. And again, they've got that luxury of knowing that they're going to finish top three. They've got the double chance. North, they will be fighting for it. They want to get as high as they can, and there's still an outside chance they can make the final, although Inverleigh would probably have to lose one of their next two games. But there's no good losing games now because then it don't matter. So if they keep the pressure on and then something happens, they're there. They've got a couple of blokes in there today that I could still beat, I reckon. Werribee, and it really worries me. I'm not going to mention any names, Luke Speciale, but he's been playing seconds for the last 14 years and he's in. You would have thought they might have found a kid there somewhere that could go in and take one of these.
Well, a couple of under-18s, according to Jake last week, might have been okay.
He might be just holding them back for the finals.
Yeah,
I think they need to win and Bannockburn had to lose or something, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
He said that last week.
Yeah, I thought they were gone. I didn't think they could make it, but I had a lot of reports about it, a lot of good reports about young Jake in here too last week. But look, obviously at home, I'm going to tip Werribee, but I tell you what, don't be too surprised if they get. I tip Winch against them a couple of weeks, and I'm almost tempted to do it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, North Geelong have been going along pretty nicely, haven't they? As I said, they're getting results from blokes that, I suppose, not big-name players, but every time you go through their list, the guys that are kicking, Fazio boys always keep goals for them. And I see Desnoy got goals last week. Now,
They played a ripper. Apparently.
Yeah, Emily, see, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen much of him, or probably the best of him, since every time we've seen him. But every time you talk to someone there, they reckon this bloke just goes like a bomb, mate. They reckon he's a good footballer.
He was injured today. We saw him because he came off the ground 100 times.
Yeah, so it wasn't something quite right there either, Grub. But you were probably right there. But look, they are as good a finishing side in the whole season. They seem to be thereabouts, and if they get close enough in that last quarter, they can run over the top of sides. So you're probably right. While Werribee have that luxury of knowing that they can get through, they probably still want to win the games going into finals because you don't want to have that form of losing factor going into finals. But North Geelong would consider themselves a great chance up there this afternoon.
You bet.
I think because it is at Werribee, I think they will just get themselves over the line, but they will need to play very, very well.
This game before we cover this one, boys, out at All-in-One Oval, Cryer versus Thompson. Probably both very disappointing last week. Obviously, Cryer getting done by about 15 goals by Inverleigh, and then Thompson throwing away. I think they had 5 or 6 more scoring shots than the North, but got beat.
Yeah, look, Cryer have to start playing better. I know after Joel went down, I know I say it every week, they dropped away a little bit. But what we spoke about earlier on with Belpost Hill and what we thought West may not have been doing, you've still got to remember that their recruits are from 17, 18 to 22, 23, and I think we'll see the best of them, maybe not for next year, maybe the year after. And that's probably why you see the consistency drop. It's very hard to have a team full of young kids that can play up to the same level every single week. And that's why you see them drop away a little bit, and they haven't got blokes like Joel out there to help them along the way. That is a big difference. But I just think they've got to play. We've been rapping Corio for a long time now, and duly so. But I just think to keep up the rap, I just think they've got to play a little bit better. You know, they've still got the Jelunic boys, Destin Burns, Jack Hall, Blake Ace. They've still got quite a few really good players. They have to play out of their skin for these last couple of games and just give us a little bit more, I reckon. Thompson, well, I don't know what to say about Thompson. I texted into the hashtag thing a couple of times saying that, you know, I think Andy Richards asked the question, could they win the flag or play in the grand final? And I just said, well, after watching them the last two games, possibly if they've improved, then improved. If they keep improving, and some of these blokes who have just come back in keep improving, who knows, maybe. And then they go out and get beat by North, and you have a look at yourself in the mirror and say, what do I say that for? I don't think they can now. But another good performance today and next week against Werribee at home puts them back in the frame. They'll be too strong for Corio. I just hope Corio gives them a tooth and nail fight right till the end, because I think for Darren Bennett and these blokes have to show that.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to see them finish off the season positively. As I said, it's not about winning probably the games of football, but they want to be a lot better than they have been in recent weeks. They can't afford to get blown out of the water by Thompson today. Look, Thompson, I feel, just got too much to lose. They're playing for everything. As I said, I don't know that they can make the top three anymore.
No, they can't. So top three set.
So they've basically just got to put their best foot forward and perform to their best of their ability. And knowing when they go into finals football, they're going to give themselves every chance to play that quality that they need to. As I said, they've proven they can play against the top sides. That's not going to be an issue to them. They'll have that belief. But actually affecting it on the ground and showing the consistency they probably need to do over not just 1 or 2 weeks. It's going to be 3 or 4 that are going to have to do it to get to that position. So they'll win the game of football. I think it will be easy out there. I'm just hoping that Corio, as Grubby said, put up a fight that's really worthy of the way the club has started the season and probably not finished.
All right. Before we go to today's game, Dale, have you got the clock?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And you can't even see the scoreboard.
Oh, hang on. You keep talking, I'll go and get it.
That's in the car, is it?
Oh, I think so. Oh, actually, it's not. It's on the... Oh, I don't think it's in the car.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Looks like me phone's getting a run out today.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Anyway,
You know what happens from now on? No, give it back to me.
I know.
What's the point? There's one game to go, at least for the final. Just leave it in the van, mate.
Just give it back to me.
Hang it up here.
Hang
on the thing.
All right, lads. On to today's game. It said Belpo still coming off 3 in a row. Winch have lost a couple in a row since beating Werribee. They lost last week. They beat Werribee week 4, didn't they?
Yes.
So I'm not expecting what we've seen in the round 11 weeks ago between those two sides. I think Belpo still may have improved, and Winch, with nothing to play for in reality, but finishing 7th, 6th, might take a bit of sting out of there. Obviously, they announced a new coach last week, which was a big fill up for them. How do we see this one unfolding, lads? Grub?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know. I remember last time I tipped Winch at Winch because it was on their home ground, thinking it would be a closely fought contest, and they really blew them out of the water. The two coaches we spoke to believe that they've got a better side in and they're playing better. And I've got to agree with them. They've won the last couple, which is fantastic. Maybe 2 or 3 out of them.
3 they've won in a row.
So that means they have got on a bit of a roll. And it sort of sways me a little bit. They've got some good kids. Belpo still. Is it Josh Norman?
Yep. You know exactly who it is.
Well, no, I just made sure that I didn't get him mixed up with Hunter playing out here. Played in the twos. I get them mixed up.
Josh, centre forward, yep.
Yeah, look, he should be a good footballer. He should be a good everything. His dad was the greatest cricketer of all time, and his mum was the best newsreader in the bush when she was up in Bendigo. So, he's got to be a fair footballer, doesn't he? Yeah. I think he's a better cricketer, but who knows? I don't know, some of these young blokes. I see Harms is back. He kicked the goal that they didn't allow last time, if you remember rightly.
Mm-hmm.
They got probably the best captain in the competition in Jackie Yates. It's up here. Unfortunately, it's not windy and rainy because they're used to that. That'll give them a real good show.
No good in the wind and rain up here, mate. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. Winch, on the other hand, Finn Parrish has taken all before him. And I tell you what, Finn Parrish might be a long shot for the Neville Whitley medal. Don't you worry about that. He's had a great year. You got the big fella Gould, needs to kick 3 or 4 or 5 to put himself in the running next week for the Goal King, the Wayne Tyquin medal.
Yep.
He's had a good year. Look, they've got some players that have been in and out. Is my favourite bloke playing?
Yes, Tab's there.
Tab's there, you beauty, Tab.
Can't you see he's got the blue on one foot and the white on the other?
Yep, that's right. So I might have to give him the bullet, actually, if you're going to go around show ponying like that. But
Look at the shoes you wear.
but at least they're both the same colour.
He has done that. He has done that for as long as I've known him, I reckon.
Yep.
Yeah, well, at least mine are the same colour.
Anyway,
it's going to be a tough one. I have to go on. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because on form, Belpost Hill's form's been good.
it has.
But, wherever you're going to finish second or third, and Winch beat them very, very easily. And on the strength of that performance, I think I'll go for them just.
Dale.
Yeah, look, it's probably a game that's set themselves up. Clancy McKay's not playing. I don't know what his story is. I'm not too sure why. He would normally do some ruck work, so I'm managing that Bannister will do ruck work. Would he be the one, or Hecker would be the only two that I would think that would go in there? Hopefully they don't use Jack Yates in that role.
It's going to be Hecker because Bannister's not playing either.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, mate, he's down there. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's right. I thought he was.
He's going to be here, it'll have to be him or.
Yeah. So look, as I said, they needed their best side in. They believe they've got a better side now than they played them last time. They would win the game for a fair while. I just think Winchelsea, to me, have been probably a little bit disappointing. Should have won games, have been in games, and you'd have to be a brave man to tip against Belpost Hill or Belpost Hill. But I think I'm going to do it up. But I think Winch win the game, but only a couple of goals.
Fair enough then. Fair enough. So we are. The players are dispersing. Belpost Hill are kicking to the southern end of the ground, which is the Geelong end, for those who don't know the directions like Grubby.
Geelong end. So it's that one.
That way, mate.
Right,
yeah, the southern end, mate.
The other one's the Werribee end, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm going to have the Grubby-cations house end again, like we did last week at Werribee.
Yeah.
So just by the way they're lining up.
I couldn't find it when I went home.
I'm not. Actually, when I sent that video on the Sunday morning to you both about the slip up, and you in the hashtag page, and you laughed.
I didn't see that.
I'll send it to you, mate. I sent it to the hashtag page, and Grubby laughed, and I was going to send back. You wouldn't remember it happening.
I did.
Because
I did.
You were a couple of sheets to the wind by the time we finished up on the day, mate.
No.
It was good.
It's a bit silly to say that. Matter of fact, I was going to ring Neville and say you've got to be banned for unbelievable language like that.
I'll send it through to you, Dale. It's a little 6-second snippet of what happened last weekend.
But as I said,
umpires?
You reckon I don't remember it? As I said, I remember it. And slip-ups like that when you're trying to commentate games happens all the time. The umpires for today I can't find them.
Don't try and combine kick and punt in the same word.
Benjamin Peeler, Marcus Broom, Diamond Quinlan. Do the boundaries in that ladder.
I'd love to say. Ball from the ruck contest comes out, picked up by Yates. Yates drives the ball into their half-fourth line. Facavento leads in the race for the ball. He actually didn't lead in the race for the ball. It was actually Chibnall that had the lead, and he was tackled as he got the ball. Umpire done the right thing here and has come in and will take possession of the ball, point of the centre square.
I think you're right at first. I think he started in the lead and the ball had a funny bounce and bounced towards the Winch fella.
So a ball now thrown back in the air by the umpire from the ruck contest. It's going to be cleared away. Belpost still going to use the ball quickly into their forward line. That's a nice kick. Oh, Norman had the ball and put it down. And it's, McIntyre had the ball. He lost it. He was quite good the last time these two sides played. And it's picked up again and kicked back by Jones. Back towards the goal square. Bounces and will be out of bounds. Yes, it is. So we're going to have a throw-in which will take place. Forward pocket area for Belpost Hill.
McIntyre was good for both sides, mate. Went the wrong way at one stage.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, no, he played an exceptional game early in the game anyway out there at Winch.
He did.
So ball with the umpire and to be thrown back in. Throw from the young fellow there. Ball front of the contest. Belpost still an opportunity. It's picked up.
It's Norman.
It's kicked a goal.
No. Who's that? That's Lockie Wilson, mate.
It is. He has got the first, and the Bellpost Hill are on the board. They are one straight goal. Obviously, Winchelsea are yet to score. We have gone just on 1.5 minutes. Morris Finance first got a scoreboard.
Geez, that's a really good start, and the clearance helped. And who got the clearance? Jack Yates. And that's going to happen all day. If they do start losing in the ruck, they've got blokes like Yates in the middle that can read the other ruckman, and the clearances still can be halved if you're not winning the ruck.
Yeah, you're right, mate. I see his dad's flown down from Queensland today, Ian. Premiership player 30 years ago here. So, Lonnie Bannister in the ruck again. Up the ball goes now. Tapped down there. Got her hands wrapped up in a tackle. Immediately was Parrish, but he gets the ball out well. Does really well to Alice, who's up the ground in the middle. Goes long down the line there. Comes it down the ground. Ball picked up now. Ooh, could be too high there. The umpire has said yes, it was.
Good umpiring.
It was good umpiring. So Tom Stevenson will take the free kick. He plays on straight away, drives it forward, looking for and finding Gould. Ooh, I thought he grabbed the quad for a second there, but no. So the quick reply. There's a chance here. So Gould said probably needs 3 or 4 here to get himself back in contention after Saliba kicked 5 last week for the Wayne Tyquin medal. Gould coming in, 20 metres out in a 45-degree angle. Breeze at his back. Push looks nice and kick, but it has gone through. Thought he might have pushed it across. So the immediate answer there by Jordan Gould. So 1-1 apiece, and we have gone 3 minutes. Morris Finance, first quarter.
It'd be nice to be like this all day, goal for goal. We'll have the greatest day we've had in the greatest conditions of Bellpost Hill. The one bloke I did forget in the summary, who I thought was the difference last time from about the second quarter on, was Alice. Alice really tore him apart. But he's up in the middle there, but you can bet your life at some stage he'll go back, look forward, and be very, very dangerous for them.
What's his name's not playing? Shane O'Connell?
Oh, yeah. He's the bloke that was quick and carries the ball, wasn't he?
Yeah, we got our votes last time.
So we're back with the umpire once again in the middle of the ground.
He got the votes, but I gave the dinner for 2 to Tav Sawney.
Of course you did.
He didn't play. He didn't play, but
just walked past and gave it to him.
As we said, we are now back in the middle of the ground. Umpire about to restart play. Ball thrown in the air. They go at it. Ball actually neither up and got a tap on it. Goes towards Jason Brown. Brown tries to emerge with it. Tackled, brought to ground. Comes out in the tackle. Umpire said that was incorrect. So the free kick will go to the Bellpost Hill side, and Yates will be the recipient.
Thought he might have needed a little bit more prior.
Yes, just a bit would have been handy. Ball quickly up, and again they present nicely. Bellpost Hill. They can go back to Yates if they want to. But he decides that they're going to go that little bit longer. Flacavento does go longer now into their forward line. Mark, not taken by Budavalis, got fist to it. Runs back towards the half-forward line. In front, there's a free kick. Going to go to Purnell. And he will be...
Oh, that's 50, isn't it?
Well, it went past that pretty close. You're right. Ball goes outside. Willie Kerrins now has the ball. So no ground was gained there. Just a sideways kick. Flacavento did present nicely there, but he ignores him now. Called the play on by the umpire. Steps around the man in the mark, which was Gemmell. Goes into their forward line. Kick a bit too much on it. Over the top. Goes towards the boundary line. Is it kept in? No, it is not. Ball is over, says the umpire, as Norman wanted to proceed with it.
Well, that's what you do. You play to the whistle.
That's
and
his
then
own.
the whistle went. Not sure of the rule there, but it's a 5-metre rule. He actually touched him going past, so don't know what happened there.
So the ball thrown back in again. Ruck contest. Maloney gets the ball down. Going through. Herman it was. He can pick the ball up now at ground level. Alice over the top of it. Tackled and brought to ground. Umpire again in quickly. And he will take possession of it.
There's a Maloney coach in Winch next year,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes,
Is this bloke?
No relation.
Righto.
So ball comes out of that ruck contest. And again, players wrapped up very quickly. And that was Walsh. So the ball has gone back to the umpire. Yates doing the ruck work. Solid push forward. Harmer gets it, boots a ball, goes back towards the goal. I'll tell you what, he hasn't missed by too much there.
Right.
It's gone through for a minor score. So 1-1 now to Bellpost Hill. Winchelsea are the one solitary goal. And we have gone just on 5 minutes.
So Parrish brings the ball in really, really quickly out towards Welsh. Ball hits the deck, picked up here now. One bounce and looking for a second now is Quinn, turns around the right foot. Still looking for his... Jones looking for his option in the middle on his own. There's Flacavento. And that'll be front on contact, I'd reckon, by Brown. It could be a free kick, and is. So, Jordan Flacavento now with a chance to put Bellpost Hill's second goal on the board. He'll be kicking from about 35, maybe 40 metres. Not a lot of angle to talk of. Wind probably coming across, as it does. Blows from the west here at Bellpost Hill. So Flacamento now coming in. Deliberate approach. Ball leaves the boot there. Players all go up in the goal square. That's it. That's a goal to Jordan Flacamento. He's his first of the afternoon. The second for Belpo still only after 2-1 to 13 leading Winch, or one straight, and we have gone nearly 7 minutes. Morris Finance, first quarter.
That's what you want to see. Like, in a game that you hope is going to be really, really tight, when you get an opportunity like with a shot dead in front, you have to kick them. Too many times we see blokes miss goals from that and cost them a lead or a game. So, you know, he's done the right thing, the boy, and this could be a very, very good game. Obviously, Paints doesn't think so, but he won't be listening anyway. He's going to listen to Colac. So thanks for listening all these years, Paints. See you later, mate.
Colac versus Simpson. What a cracking game that'll be.
See you, buddy.
So the ball back in the middle of the ground again. It's going to be one out by Belpost Hill. They use the handball very nicely. Ball ends up, I think that was kicked forward, and it's into the hands of Walsh now. Goes over the top, so they go back to Marnicky. Marnicky goes back inside to Walsh. Handball wasn't great. Yates is coming at him.
Oh,
Kept
you
the
love
ball
it.
going back towards the goal square. Boulavalis needs to pick it up.
He's gone. That's holding the ball.
Well, it should have been
It's
incorrect
got to be
disposal.
holding the ball.
Didn't make good contact. Goes to Norman to the handball
Doesn't
over the
matter.
top. Actually, it wasn't. It was Wilson again. And he has got his second of the afternoon. And 3-1 now to Belpost Hill. One straight goal, Winchelsea.
Yeah,
And they're off and running.
Yes.
I don't know. I've seen this umpire before. We've had him before, and he's a good umpire. A bloke grabs the ball and takes 3 or 4 steps and gets tackled and drops it. I don't know how he missed that one, but we can all make mistakes, or most of us can. But but that's what Belpost Hill need to do. When they've got all the momentum in the game, you've got to score goals. And as I said before, how many times you see a side with momentum kick 1-5, like I think Bannockburn kicked about 1-8 last week in the grand final, in the last quarter. That's what happens. So they're making the most of their opportunities.
So Maloney and Hecker to do battle again. Hecker gets up, wins a tap down there, out in the space there. Well, that could be a hole, but
Yes, it was a
it's
hole.
been paid, so
That's good umpiring.
big chance here. So Cody Chirkop has the ball. Driving Belpo still forward again, but Welsh does back, gets back. Ball hits the ground. Herman picks it up, throws it on the right foot, goes to the banana, and puts it too far across. So Belpo still 3-2. Herman with his first score. Leading Werribee Hill one straight. We've gone nearly 9 minutes.
Needed that one. That Collins would have swallowed that.
Marnicky has brought the ball in there, and Freeman drops the mark with a take, and he's put himself under a lot of pressure now. Umpire says no. Tackled a bit high there, so Freeman with the free kick here on half-back for... Now it's gone across. It is Freeman, gone across. Chipped the ball long down the middle. Ball gets over the back.
Yep.
Oh, he's played on straight. Oh, it's Brown, but he's strong enough to break the tackle. Goes long looking for Gould. Ball goes over the back. Races on now to see if he can get it. Lee Ellis leading the race. He's chopped off there by Kerrins, who's gone from the blue boots to the bright green boots today.
Is that deliberate?
The umpire said no.
I tell you what, if he was in the back line, it would have been.
Might have been
Wouldn't
too,
he?
but it wasn't.
You're trying to kick...
You'd ask the question.
Yeah, well, he's trying to kick a point or a goal and it goes out. You do it in the back line, it's deliberate.
Yeah, that's true, mate. Different rules, different ends. If you're
Yeah,
if you're forward and take 2 steps, it's a free kick anyway. The ball comes back in, short throw, but Gould done well. Yates picks it up now, breaks one tackle, gets a handball across. Quick kick out here. Sawney in the best position, picks it up really well, swings on the right boot, drives Winch back forward. Was it touched or has it been hit on the full? So no, it's going to be a free kick here to Bannister for Belpost Hill. So he's got the job on Gould today. It's a nice little matchup, isn't it? So
Yes, he would have had some tasks in his time and playing back there.
Bannister. So he just chips the ball across the face of goal. This is the old Belpost Steel style that we've seen go well for a long time. Over the top to Jones. Jones moves the ball on quickly. Another chip out wide here into space. It's a great looking kick. Keep running now. Belpost still back inside. Forward 50 there. Out in front. Harmer can't quite take the mark. It's punched away, but he's there to recover again. Tries to shrug the tackle. Can't do it. The umpire says, see, there you go. There's the exact opposite of what happened. The exact same happened a minute ago.
And he didn't pay it then, but different umpire though.
Doesn't matter. Free kick's been paid now. Chip over the top is good. It's gone too far in the end, actually. Collins is floating around, but he's beaten to the ball. Good handball over top there to Maloney. Hecker did well to wrap him up. Ball spills free now. Can't quite kick the ball off the ground. There was Chirkop. Ball goes the other way for Winch now. Pack forming. Parrish in
Good
front, but at
mark.
the back on his own is Finn Parrish. So the two Parrish brothers together there. Finn goes in along. Puts it out in front of Gould. But the boundary line beats them all.
Just for there, yeah, you're right. But 2 different umpires.
Yep.
But the younger fella, He got it right.
He did.
On that only the one situation, he's the one that got it right. And the other bloke I forgot to mention too that hasn't played a lot of footy this year is Caleb Brown. Can be a very, very dangerous player.
Yeah, it can be. So ball from the ruck contest goes back towards centre wing. Walsh tried to trap it with his foot. He's been able to keep it in front of himself. He needs support, goes after it. Handball comes out. Jones has it. He gets out of the contest, goes to Chirkop, and he's looking to deliver the ball. Where's he from, Spider? Do you know where he's...
Chirkop, nope.
No, only a new inclusion. So ball now on centre wing, picked up, and they go back. Winchelsea's back to just their attacking side of centre wing. The ball's been called for in the middle of the ground there by Tav Sawney, but they haven't looked this way as yet. They're going to go straight down the line by Luxon, and that's what they'll do. Go into their half-forward line. Spoil is made. Ball goes over the boundary line, so we're going to have a throw-in, which will be right on the forward 50.
I'd be able to research, Dale, but we need my phone for a clock.
Yeah, no.
Just one other thing. They got the double black armbands. What's that for, Spide?
Well, I'd imagine probably Benny Muir's dad, Billy, and Adam Kozik, who passed away Thursday morning.
Right,
that's what I'd be saying.
Good on you.
So the ball from that ruck contest, it's going to be a ball up inside the forward 50 for the Winchelsea side this time. About 10 metres in. Thrown up now from the ruck contest. It works its way out. Jones got himself through the contest, but then handed the ball back over to Gillespie. He was tackled, brought to ground. Umpire said there's no prior opportunity there, so we're going to have another ball up. Similar position to the last. Umpire just clearing the space around him. Maloney did nicely. There's been an infringement. And it's going to go to Bannister, is it? Or Hecker? Hecker it is. Hecker. So he's got the ball, and he is inside defensive 50. Looks to transfer play out towards centre wing. Good kick. Mark taken out there. So they regain the possession of the football. A little short kick. And again, a nice bit of work. Ball comes into the hands of Herman now. He moves the ball quickly, goes over the top, looking to Collins. Actually, it was nicely weighted, fell in his arms. He needs to get the handball out. He's done so now. So they need to get the ball moving. And, not too sure where they want to go. They're out there, Wilson, but they finally moved the handball on in towards a full forward position. That's a good, strong spoil from... I can't even see they came back there. It was Nagel by the look of it. And the ball has gone over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw-in just about 10 metres around from the behind post.
Just a bit of around the grounds. Jacob Knight looks like he's done a hamstring out at Thompson.
Ooh, that's a big one. Also forget to mention at the start of the game, Grub, that Dale's favourite player is not playing for Winch today.
Who's that?
Bailey Cale.
He's glad of that.
Yeah, I'm glad he can do a hamstring.
So Wilson wins a tap down only as far as Cassidy Parish, who lets the ball go. Ball deep and Beltway still attack. Winch finding it forward. Umpire's paid a free kick. He's probably right there too, Grub.
Yep.
I reckon. And the free kick has gone to Nagel. So Nagel just goes in short, looking for Cassidy. Parish finds him. So Parish chips the ball over the top there, puts his teammate under a lot of pressure. Well done there by Jones coming through, affecting the spoil and knocking the ball 10 metres back towards the Belpost Hill goal. So about 60 metres round from the Belpost Hill goal here. They currently lead 3-2 to Winch 1 straight. We've gone nearly 15 minutes. Morris Finance first quarter here at Quest Oval. So ball to be thrown back in. Maloney and Hecker will probably do the ruck work for most of the day, I'd reckon. Hecker gets in front, wins a tap over the top. Clever tap to Collins. Collins on the left foot drives Belpost still into a dangerous spot. But at the back there was Huff. Huff works it away. Handball across. Out in the space now. In a dead pocket that I can't quite see. So one-on-one. Ball goes over the line there. Taken out by Gillespie with Purnell hot on his hammer. So we'll now have a boundary line thrown right where the 50-metre line intersects the boundary line. Belpost Hill's attacking into the ground. So southern end of the ground here. So ball looks like Wilson doing a battle with Maloney. Ball comes from around. Parish grabs it out of the air. Handball to Alice. Alice wrapped up in a tackle by Collins.
Oh, good. See? Yeah, that's the decision the young bloke was 50-50 with early. Bang, he got that right, son.
Absolutely. So Wilson, the ball comes back down. Parish just uses his strength, handballs it over the top. Ball comes further out, wrapped up now. What a great tackle that is. The umpire's going to say, drop on the ball, and that might be right too. So fantastic tackle there by Cody Chirkop again. I'll have to find out where he's at quarter time, Dale. So
sorry, I don't think he had prior.
He had no prior anyway. Anyway, Chirkop goes back and finds Clissold now. Dan Clissold.
Hope he's a better player than his old man was an umpire.
Wouldn't be hard. Anyway, he's told to play on the out. On that trusty left foot just drives Belpost still long into attack, up and under. Front ball comes to the ground. Picked up there by Mitch Miller. Miller done well, gets the ball across. Ball stolen now by Winch. What's the umpire to say? That he dropped the ball. Incorrect disposal.
Stolen out of his hands.
Yeah, I thought he took it out of his hands.
Anyway, so
It's a one-on-one strip.
Marnick has the ball, drives it out towards Ellis. Ellis still inside defensive 50. There's good pressure here by the Belpo Still side. So Ellis goes long down the line here. Belpo Still players float around. Comes through and well done by Hecker. Hecker gets it over to Yates. Yates is wrapped up. Probably let that one go, and he has. I think he did let that go. Advantage to be paid? No. The umpire said it's not. I think you just let that one go, Grub.
Yeah, but I think they're just forgetting the prior opportunity rule. He grabs it, 3 blokes grab him. There's just no prior opportunity there.
Just hold it then. Don't let it go.
Well, it gets knocked out in the tackle or whatever, but if you had no prior opportunity, I'd just about call play on. But they're out there doing their job. That's fair enough. That's just my opinion on the rule, that's all.
Rougeau with the ball now told to play on. Goes from half back to half forward, long down the line. Ball brought to ground here. Wrapped up straight away, going nowhere. We'll have another ball up. Half forward here for Winch, and we've gone 7.5. Morris Finance, first quarter.
So ruck contest again. Ball from Maloney comes out. Ball is not going to come out of there. There's a lot of players around the contest here. So the umpire will call for it back. We'll have another ball up, which is thrown up very quickly by the umpire. Maloney taps the ball down. Going after it was Hecker, picked up there by Parrish. It was an infringement. Hecker must have been held without the ball, so he will be the recipient of the free kick. Got some options wide. He had Herman for a start, decided to go straight up the ground. Kick with a little bit too much weight on it. It's going to get out the back. Flacavento is there. Baker's with him. He tried to take him on now. He is in trouble. He's going to be caught, and free kick will go to the Winchelsea side. Huff is going to be the recipient this time. So he's going to drive the ball long from the full or centre foot position. Goes forward. Stepping in there, it was Marr. He plays on very quickly. Goes across the ground. Jones dropped the mark, but got plenty of time to go back. Sold a bit of candy now. Goes on the right boot to the half-forward line. Nice kick over the back. Herman has taken the mark. He transfers play back inside, and they continue to run now for Sherlin. Goes over the top, and the mark is taken by Yates. I thought he was going to go then, but he
nearly
decided
was.
to stop and prop. Probably just outside range. Little quick kick. Goes into their forward line. Boulavalis takes the mark. Push, says the umpire.
Clear push.
And it's going to be a free kick going to Norman. Has been amongst the goals this season, and an opportunity here to kick his first of the afternoon. 25 out, almost directly in front.
Kick 6 out of 7 the other week.
Yes.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So Norman comes in directly in front of goal, and he moves across, but he still likes it, and so does the umpire. They have their 4th of the afternoon. Bellpost Tula 4-2. Winchelsea 1 straight goal, 19 minutes gone. Morris Finance first quarter scoreboard.
It's a funny old game. Well, Winchelsea did have it up there for a little bit, but the ball's been played between centre-half forward and centre-half back for a lot, and it's the backmen are doing pretty well. They're getting it back, but when Belpost will get it in there inside 50, they look a little bit dangerous there. And that's what they didn't do last time we played. They got it up there and couldn't score. But, 4-2, I don't think there's a wind advantage. The trees are moving a bit, but I don't think there's that much wind advantage going to that end, would you?
It's the scoring end.
Is it?
Yeah, it's generally the scoring end up that end. Even the wind's coming from the south, mate, you're still seeing to kick more goals up the entrance end there than you do.
Okay.
Anyway, ball back in the middle now. Hecker and Maloney do battle again. Ball comes down to Parrish. Parrish feeds it over to Sawney. Sawney in the left foot, driving forward. Vashurin's in front here, traps the ball. Turns around now on the right foot, drives down the line, looking for Yates. Ball's out in front. 2-on-1 here for Belpo Still. Picked up there by Churcop. Done well. Handball's over to Yates. Yates drives Belpo Still forward again. Oh, that's a bit of a falcon there. Ball bounced over the top. Picked up beautifully by Herman. Herman kicks the spiral punt. And it's gone through for a minor score. Yes, so his second minor score for the quarter. The third for Belpo Still. 4-3, leading Winch 1-0. Ball, one straight ball back in quickly. Handball back over here. Another chance for Belpo Still. Didn't quite kick that one too well, Churcop. It does really well. Comes back, helped out again. But Sammy Harmer can do nothing but kick. He's second behind for the quarter. He has 2 now. Belpo Still have moved to 4-4, leading Winch 1 solitary goal. 21 minutes gone. Morris Finance first quarter. That was some quick play.
It was. It was beautiful play from the kick out. Rather than just spoil it, he made sure that it went to his teammate. And that's when you get a taller bloke to spoil someone. 90% of the time it's, toss the coin to see where it goes.
Goes anywhere.
Not that time. He made sure his teammate got it and set up an opportunity for a goal, which Samiyama couldn't quite do. And all of a sudden, from like those 3 or 4 goals to nothing, now they're 4-4, you can't start frittering away the opportunities. They're getting plenty, and they really should be 6 goals.
Ball's going into those beautiful trees up the back there surrounding the cricket nets they never come out of.
Well, I'm going to climb it and take it home.
Oh, the kids will be up there, mate. Don't worry about that. So Marnicky with a kicking injury. Nice new fence around here at Mice Reserve too, Grub. You notice that? The black one instead of the old one.
Just fix the scoreboard, will you?
Yeah, anyway, ball brought back in. Not a great kick by Marnicky. Puts his teammates under pressure. Ball comes over the back to Huff. Huff gets a quick handball away to Parrish. Parrish chips one out. It's a horrible kick. Horrible kick by Cassidy Parrish. Right into the hot spot. Belpo still with another chance here. Now you kick one here, it becomes 5-4, and this is McIntyre now. So, McIntyre for Belpo still. Coming in, 25 out directly in front. Ball leaves the boot, he's pushed it out to the right, and it stays out there as well. So, he's first minor for the afternoon. Belpo's full 4-5. We've gone 22.5 minutes. Morris Finance, quarter.
That's a let off for Finn Parrish because he would know better than that. He's centred it there. Hit the boundary, son. Take your boot off and give yourself a kick up the bum.
So the ball now brought out from the full-back position, goes outside 50. David was tapped on towards Parrish, fed the handball over the top, coming the other way. Ball's going to be cleaned away there. Semi Quinn got the handball back inside the Chirkop. He goes forward. Mark has been taken, but the umpire said it's play on. Must have been touched off the boot.
Somewhere.
That was touched off the boot.
Tell you what, Chirkop's getting a bit of the ball, but he's just not kicking it well enough, is he?
No, but it's not too far. Grubby finds his target. He could be very effective. Oh, that was a good chase down there by Yates. He didn't tackle one, he tackled 2. And Jack Yates is going to go back and have a shot to goal himself. And he hasn't troubled the scoreboard as yet, but can kick their 5th for the afternoon and give them a very handy break early in this first quarter.
Pressure's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, for 2 sides that aren't going to make the finals, the pressure is... looks like Sawney's injured.
Well, Gatesy only knows one way. We know that.
As I've said, tackle one. If you can't get there, get both. So Yates now from 20 out, kicks at goal. Oh, he's taken that across. He's missed that. Costly a little bit, but anyway, 4-6 now to Belpo still. 1 solitary goal, Winchelsea. 24 minutes gone. Morris Finance first quarter scoreboard.
You've got to kick them. You've got to kick them.
Well, that's what I've been banging on about since the start of the quarter.
So Huff brings the ball in the Brown direction. Ball's forced to ground, comes over back to Alice. Alice on his favoured left foot just drives it as long as he can. Hecker leading the ball. Ball bounces back over the top and lands in the hands of Martin. Martin gets a handball away. Ball lands in the hands there of Quinn. Quinn gets another handball to Yates and goes back and helps out. Ball might have gone out. Then the umpire said no. Went to the handball in the middle again, but didn't come up. But a great tackle there on Cassidy Parrish by Max Martin.
He's not the assassin's son, is he?
Who's that? Max Martin?
Brad.
No. He's no relation.
Geez, he looks like him.
Yeah, well, same haircut.
That's what I thought.
The ball in the air. Mighty wins that one down only as far as Lynch. Lynch is wrapped up straight away. So ball in the air again. Hecker and Maloney. Maloney again wins that one down to Finn Parrish. He goes towards Alice, but lands in the hands of Chirkop again, who finds space, drives the ball long towards Wilson. Ball beats Herman over the line in the pocket here. So again, 50 metres out from Belpo Still's attack. They've done pretty much all the attacking this quarter, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
There probably should be 7 or 8 goals, you would have thought. Could have blown the game out of the water early, but ball thrown back in now. It's a very, very short throw. The umpire lets it go. Lands in the hands of Collins. Collins just drives the ball long towards the goal square. Gets over the back. Good fist down there, but Belpo still numbers everywhere. Picked up again by Chirkop. I reckon he's in trouble here. He took a couple of steps. The umpire sees it that way as well.
Got no problem with that.
No.
He had prior before he decided to sidestep. He lost his advantage there.
So Finn Parrish now looking to bring Lynch out of defence. Not a lot of options. A fantastic grab by Brown. Grubby just said before the game he can do a lot of things. This young fella.
Watch this bloke when he's in form.
So he plays on quickly, goes down the line. Bannister pushes Gould underneath it, but the ball gets out the back. Bannister first to recover. Does really well. Gets the handball out to Hecker. Hecker goes round. Handballs to Vashurin. Vashurin goes back to Bannister. Bannister comes across the ground. The kick didn't quite make it there, but Quinn did really well and goes in short. That's a great kick to Chirkop. Chirkop comes out the side here looking for Herman. Herman can take the ball and run. He does just that. Space being made. Well, that's a lovely looking kick. I think he lost that in the sun.
Free kick.
I reckon Harmer lost that in the...
He did. He did take his eye off it because he lost it. But unfortunately, I think the bloke thought he was going to mark it, tried to apply the pressure.
Took him out.
And got a free kick against him, which was there. It was definitely a free kick.
This will take Sam Harmer's best, I'd reckon.
He might be a touch far out.
A couple of years ago, you'd say he'd be all right, but now he's had a few league injuries over time.
Well, he might kick it. Yatesy couldn't kick his.
So Harmer comes in now. He looks like he's going to try and chip it right across the face of goal. Does that? Oh,
beauty! Beauty! And that is a contender for the Routley's mark of the day.
I think you must use the umpire as a step ladder then.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic kick by Sam Harmer, though.
It was. He realised he's not going to make the distance, so rather than just kick it to the square and get it punched through for a point, he's picked out Bowie Collins, who's taken a ripper.
I disagree. He's kicked that 50 metres. That's what he had to kick it for a goal. And that was a pass. Anyway, Collins coming in now. Ball leaves the boot. The goal umpire does not move 1 millimetre. 5-6 to a bell post hill. Collins has his first one solitary goal to Winch. We have travelled, I don't know because my clock's going out, we have gone 27 minutes, Morris Finance, first quarter.
Well, this is the best I've seen Bell Post Hill play. Even under adversity from the back, they've kicked them from centre clearances. They've had it tied up in their forward line for a little while and got it. And now they've come off the half-back flank and got one. So they're kicking goals from all over the place, which tells you that they've got the confidence in what they're doing. And Winchelsea are actually struggling a little bit. They're second to the ball. And I think to get themselves into the game, the first thing I've got to do is just simple. Be first to the footy. And I just think Bell Post Hill's tackling and pressure is probably a little bit better than Winch's at the moment.
So back in the middle we go once again. Ruckman go at it from the ruck contest. There's umpire's been called here. It's going to be an infringement. It's going to...
I reckon it's going to Parrish. I reckon Yates had hold of him.
Well, there you go. Not too sure I saw that, but anyway, so now with Parrish, the ball goes short. Kick wasn't good. Mark has been taken out there this time by Vashura, and he going to play on now, goes out wide. Mark out there, and it's going to be Herman. Brings the ball back inside to Yates, so similar game played here by Bell Post Hill. They go across the ground, go looking for Martin. Good ball there from Marticky. Brings the ball to ground. Picked up by Parrish. Finn. Handball gets it back 1-2. Now looks to run. Nothing coming at him. The kick has to be very good. Goes towards his teammate. It was trying to be tapped on to advantage. Coming out now. They get the handball out. Goes out towards Baker. He's got running player outside and Ellis fended off. Uses the right boot. Goes into the pocket. Kick had a bit too much on it. Mark not taken out there by Rouget. Tried to kick on the right boot round the body. He did make contact with it, but it didn't travel too far. Ball went over the boundary line. I actually did.
No, he's paid hold on the ball. He dropped it like a hot scone. That's a good decision.
I thought he actually made contact to dribble off the boot, but that's all right. Free kick going.
That's a long way away for you,
yeah,
Dale.
Well, that is right. Grub Spider is take over, mate, because I can only see who's over there.
Wait till it comes here.
Not a great kick, but the ball has been for at the back of the pack. Bell Post still looking to move forward again through Wilson. He gets a handball. It wasn't a great handball. Winch second the ball. Going to feel luck here. They're going to end up with it, but no, turned around again. Driven forward there by Miller. Ball hits the deck now. Coming through again. Quick handball. Now, what's the umpire paid? He's paid a hold free kick to half that I don't think was there. But anyway, he's closer than we are, and we're a long way away from here. So Huff now for Winch. Just chips one over the top. It's probably what they need to do, just play a bit of possession footy. So Alice goes long down the line looking for Parrish. Ball brought to ground, but he's good enough to pick it up off the ground now. Comes out wide here. That's not a great kick. 3-on-1 contest, and he's picked out... He's picked out Purnell for Bell Post Hill. He has time now. Down the line, not a great kick again. Fleckaventa has to fly. What a fantastic grab. Experience, can't beat it. He chips the ball in the middle of the numbers everywhere, Bell Post Hill. Picked up now by Lynch. Lynch kicks the ball long. It's going to work out all right. Marked in the forward pocket by Miller.
Well, if he kicks it there, he gets a mark. If he kicks it 5 metres to the right, he gets a mark because the Bell Post Hill boys ran back. Where were the Winch defenders running back?
The only way Winch are getting the ball now is that a turnover bounces off a pack because they are that far behind at the moment, Grub.
Well, I'll give them one. There was a bit of play there where we said, they were second to the ball and got it. That was some good pressure tackling that caused it to come out. But where was their hard running there?
So, Mitchie Miller coming in now. Stabs at it, puts it through the middle. Bell Post still have their 6 now. 6-6 to Winch. One straight. We have done 30 and a half minutes. Morris Finance first quarter.
Look, when you get two sides that are pretty even, and I suppose over the year Winch a little better, but they're pretty even. When you get sides like that, the side that wins the game is the side that do the hard running, that do the hard tackling, that just do all the basic things in football. You don't have to be a good player to run. You don't have to be a good player just to keep tackling. And at the moment, all the Bell Post Hill players did the hard gut running back to the forward line, and the Winch blokes were left standing. They had one bloke down there. They've got to improve on that.
So we're back in the middle again. This time Ruckman going out again. Hecker, ball comes out of that contest. Collins went after it, left it behind. Went after it again. Still tries to emerge with it. Unfortunately, Ellis picked it up, coming the other way. High to the umpire. He was falling, so I don't know whether Willie Kieran's had much of an opportunity to do anything else but tackle him, but free kick goes to Ellis, and they need to get one late in the quarter. Ball goes forward. Mark not taken down there. Comes out the back to Martin. He's tackled by Parrish, brought to ground, and the umpire circles, says, let's have it back with me, because he definitely had no prior opportunity there.
It's a cracking tackle by Parrish.
Yes.
Full flight.
Well, that's what they all have to do now. They have to lift their game like Bell Post Hill have done.
So the ball gets flicked out the back, running onto the ball. It was Bell Post Hill. Couldn't see who the player was, but they're able to get the ball outside their defensive 50, runs back towards the boundary line, and they'll be happy with that as we tick towards nearly 32 minutes in this first quarter. Ball outside forward 50 for Winch. It's a bit of work to be done. Oof. So the ball, umpire just looking to where she's or he's going to be throwing it back in. Maloney doing the ruck work. Again, ball comes from that contest. Ellis tried to protect the space, but then left the ball behind. Left it for his teammate. And again, Brown tried to force his way through the contest. Ball comes out, and as it does, the siren will sound, and umpire will call time. So it is at quarter time. It is 6-6 Bell Post Hill. One straight goal to Winchelsea. Goal kickers for the home side. Wilson with 2, one each to Flacavento, Collins, Norman and Miller. And the solitary goal kicker for Winchelsea is Gould. Take a short break, come back. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
welcome back here to Quest Oval. Myers Reserve that sees the home side 6-6-42, leading Winch with 1 goal 6. Around the grounds, we get some feedback from Grubby. Bannockburn 5-3-33, leading Belmont 3-3-21. Inverleigh 9-1-55, leading Geelong West 1-3-9.
So decided to kick straight today.
Anarchy 1-1-7, leading East Geelong 0-5-5. And North Geelong 1-2-8, leading Werribee Central's 3 behinds. And Corio, Thompson all tied up at 3-2-20. Grub?
Some strange results there, isn't there? Or strange scores. You know, I don't know if there's a wind somewhere here or there. Some sides are kicking a million goals and some are kicking
if there's no wind here, mate, there's no wind anywhere.
No, it was pretty windy in Werribee, I can tell you. It was still 28 and sunny, but it was windy. I just hope North Geelong had the wind. That was a real good quarter of football, a very good quarter of football if you support the Panthers. That has to be close to being, I haven't seen all their games obviously, but it has to be close to being one of their best quarters for the year. They just did everything right. We know that they struggle for a real class ruckman, but they seem to get the ball out of the centre. They dominated the ball in their own forward line and were able to kick, 5 or 6 goals. Down the back line, they were sensational. When Winch didn't get it down, they only managed 1 goal, and the Bell Post defence played very, very well. And they came down a little bit of shades of possession football that the old Bell Post Hill sides used to play. And I tell you, I've gone through both these sides till quarter time, and I can't find a Winchelsea player that I could really stick in the best. Caleb Brown's done a couple of nice things, but that's only because he's classy, and Lee Ellis. But all these other blokes probably haven't done enough to anybody to rate a mention. When I look down there, I got ticks beside nearly all of them. Flacavento's been good. Hecker's been good. Collins has been good. Yates has been sensational. Young Purnell's done some nice things. Josh Norman's okay. Harry McIntyre's all right. Zane Jones coming off the back line's been good. Cody Chirkop has been really, really good. And Bannister. So, look, there's probably 15 blokes from Belpost Hill I can put in the best players before I put anybody in Winch, maybe more. It's been a total good quarter from Belpost. But here's the trick. Now they've got to keep going. Now they've got to continue to play the football that they played in that first quarter. Because I can tell you now, if Winch continue to play the football that they played, they're going to be a long way down. We can go home at half time because it'll be all over. Because I just reckon they didn't chase hard enough, they didn't run hard enough, they didn't tackle hard enough. And I just think Belpost Hill did. And if that continues, it'll be a big win. But I know Forsman, I know Winchelsea, they'll put that behind them and they'll come out and they'll play a much, much better second quarter.
Seems to be their story of the year so far. They've let opposition sides get away from them and then had to play catch-up footy. And it's bloody hard to do. You can get a couple, but you only have to kick one against you, and then you're back to where you started with. So the ball is in the air for the second quarter. Ball from that ruck contest. Gould gets it down, sits underneath. Hecker tries to deliver the ball outside. Still sits in the centre square. Yates on hands and knees as he normally is after it, but ball not coming out. Umpire says, let's have it back. Be a bit rough in there on the knees today, I reckon. Not normally a bit of a damper spot, but the ball from the ruck contest again gets outside, picked up by Marr. He goes into their half-forward line. Actually, that was really a great pick-up, wasn't a mark. And the umpire says, let's have it back. Good decision also.
It's a great pick-up,
must be pretty tough out of Thompson, too. It looks like Logan Mitchell's just walked off in the hands of the trainers.
Oh, the ball is being thrown up there by the umpire. Coming out and coming through was Bowie Collins. He was tackled.
Might need John Mitchell on the ground soon, mate. They're running out of players.
They're playing the over 80s.
So the ball thrown back out again. Comes out, going through. Marr tried to force his way through. Now the umpire said the ball's come out, so they've let the ball go. Jones, he gets the ball, goes straight to their full forward position. Spoil from behind. Picked up out there. Flaccavento hands off, and they got another one. That's the seventh goal now for Belpost Hill. 7-6 they move to. Winchelsea are one solitary goal. We have gone not even 1.5 minutes.
That was McIntyre.
Buckley's Entertainment Centre, second quarter scoreboard.
McIntyre kicked that one.
McIntyre.
Well, they've started the second quarter exactly as they did the first. Actually, the effort put in by the Winchelsea boys when it first came out was a magnificent effort, and I thought, well, let's turn the corner. But very, very good play from Belpost Hill. Winch might have been a little bit unlucky. I thought the bloke that burst through the tackle and lost the ball did have prior and could have been holding the ball. But umpires, when they let things go, I don't mind. As long as they let them all go, you get a better game of footy. But that's a great start after a really, really good first quarter. That's a great start for the Panthers for the second quarter.
This game deserves to be let go, mate, the way it's been played at the moment. Anyway, back in the middle, we've got Maloney versus Hecker again. As I said, they've pretty much done it all the first quarter, so ball in the air now. Both ruckmen go up and they really get a hand to it. Ball spills free. Picked up there by Parrish. Can't break free. Went to kick off the ground there, but missed it. It was Ma. Leading in the race now is Jones, and he's got to pick it up. He's people on his hammer. The ball races over the boundary line. The very far side of the ground here, almost on the ring road here at Quest Oval. Half forward for Winch.
I reckon he went to kick it and then decided, this could be kicking in danger and checked his kick.
He did. It was Ma, so experience there count.
Yep.
So ball to be thrown back in. Hecker and Maloney. Hecker works to the front, does really well there. Taps the ball down. Collins can't quite break free with it. Still looking to get out it. The umpire says, no, that's mine. Good decision. Good decision. Ball to be back in the air again. So Hecker and Maloney. Maloney reaches over top, knocks it one forward. No particular advantage there. Diving in. Umpire says, I'll have it again. So what's that? 3 in a row. Let's look for the fourth stoppage free kick here. Ball hasn't really moved. In the air again. Maloney wins that one down again. Went to kick out of the pack there. Didn't work. Could have been in the back there. The umpire says, holding the man. I thought he had the ball. That's why I said it could have been in the back.
But I think he got the actual free kick right. Might have been the wrong interpretation, but I reckon it was in the back and a free kick should have been paid to bell post hill and was.
So Herman now with the ball in hand. Oh, risky kick, but that comes off right and finds Martin.
You know how much I love that.
Yeah, I know, mate. Martin drives it back to exactly where it just came from. Picked up there and marked on the far side. Another short little chip in is a nice kick. Finds Wilson, who's been very lively. If Bellpost still up forward. Has 2. So he's between centre wing and half back here. Lockie Wilson goes long down the line. Ball gets over the back. Yeah, that's umpire's paid unrealistic attempt for a free kick for Yates here. So Yates now in half forward for Bellpost Hill. Looking at his options. He's going to drive it long by the look of it and does just that. So says this one's your ball. Players fly. Norman comes from the back. Let's go big punch. Ball spills free now. 50 out, picked up by Collins. Throws it on the left boot here. What's going to happen? Ball at the back. It's bounced the other way. It stayed in play. Belpo still swarming there. Wilson again tries to pick it up. Can't do so. Picked up now. Throws it. Well, went to throw it. He'll be dropping the ball, I would have thought. Incorrect disposal. Don't know what he thought there. He was going to throw it and then not throw it. So anyway, Winch now trying to lead the ball at defence. Not a great kick here at all. It's going out in front of Quinn. But Gould did really well to run through. Handballs are back to Copeland. Copeland done well to Rouget. Rouget's wrapped up in a gang tackle. Ball spills free. Umpire still letting it go. Free kick paid off the ball here. And it's going to go. No, it's gone the other way. It's gone to Copeland. So Copeland come up the half-back flank looking at his options. There's not many to go to down the ground, so you have to go long down the line. Dale, you're going to take over, mate. It's right in front of us, mate. Make it easy for you.
So the ball's there and the mark has been taken by Bannister. So Bannister drives the wall back into the middle of the ground. Good kick. Mark will be taken out there as they continue to run through Herman. Goes out wider and Harmer has it now. So he's outside their forward 50. Settles things down and goes longer into their forward line. Flacavento's the target ball.
It's nearly a free.
The contest comes out. The ball ends up being picked up. And Winchelsea runs through Marnicky from the half-back line. He stopped and propped. Put himself under a little bit of pressure, but got around the player coming at him. Kicked towards centre wing. The mark has been taken out there by Vashurin. So Bellpost still will turn things around. A little kick up over the top, and the mark has been taken by Yates. Runners outside. He's got a player if he wants to go to Mar, so he uses him now. They've transferred play across the ground. Goes further outside now to Martin. He looks up, needs to get rid of the ball. He's under pressure. He's able to get the handball back towards Mar. He stops and props and kicks wide again. Kick was only just okay, and Kerins has taken the mark.
That's a good mark for little bloke.
So the ball goes back inside. Mark to Hecker. So Hecker nearly on the point of the centre square. Decides to go longer. Target out there, and
good hands.
Jack Yates, I reckon, is it?
Who else?
And he goes back, and he will have his second look at this afternoon at a goal.
And could possibly another contender for the Routleys Mark of the Day.
The big men are flying today, mate.
Yeah, they are. We need a real big one to really go stupid, but then again, I'm as stupid as anything anyway.
So Jack Yates, an opportunity to kick the 8th goal here for Bellpost Hill. To be honest, Winchelsea haven't even looked like scoring this quarter.
No, haven't got to pass the centre only.
So Yates comes in. Nice kick off the boot. That's a spot
That's
to kick
a better
it, and
kick,
that has gone
Yatesy.
straight through the middle.
I hope
They've got their 8 this afternoon. 8-6 now to Bellpost Hill.
Off he comes.
1 straight to Winchelsea. And we've gone just on 7 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment.
He's going to give it to me.
Scoreboard.
He's going to give it to me. He's going to give it to me. He's going to give it to me. That's how you do it, Yatesy. Well, he missed the first one, but I tell you what, he wasn't missing that one, was he?
No.
He wasn't going to give an idiot like me a chance to have another crack at him.
You were getting 2 goes at him, Grub.
I tell you what, they're not just Belpost. All these blokes that play footy for every team, they're ripping kids. They love their footy. And that's why we get such good footy, because everyone enjoys it so much. But I tell you what, I don't think Winchelsea have been enjoying it that much because they haven't got the ball past the centre this quarter, and Belpost still have scored 2 goals.
So, back in the middle now, Hecker, Maloney to do battle again. Need to do something here, Winch. Ball in the air. Up they go. Neither Ruckman really get a decisive tap. Collins wrapped up straight away by Parrish. Brought to ground. The umpire says it will do it all again. She's got the cricket pitch, lads. It's expensive turf, that. Up she goes now. So it's a bit of a wrestle there. Neither wins it there. Picked up then again, wrapped up in a tackle, and we'll have another go at it. So,
Be all right if they'd have been rolled properly these last few years.
yeah, you're probably
He's
right,
probably
mate.
been doing
I'll blame Liam for that. But the ball can go to the back. Parrish has a chance. That's a good throw out to his brother there, and unsighted, but the ball bounces away. Picked up there again by Finn Parrish. He goes back with a handball, finds Alice. Alice on the left foot, great smother there by
they're
Hecker.
doing it all.
Done really well. Coming through Maloney, he's tackled as he kicks the ball. Bannister works to the front, but doesn't need to take the mark because Ma was there. 2 of the cool old heads there for Bellpost still. Ball chipped out wide now to Martin. He's got plenty of space. Could have a bounce if he wanted. Chooses not to. Goes long down the line looking for Jones. Jones, great position. Takes a fantastic grab on the wing here for Bellpost still.
They're not doing much wrong here, the
No,
Panthers.
not doing a lot wrong here. So Jones has Collins be kicking right into the wind to try and get to him, but he has a go at it anyway. He's putting him under a bit of pressure here, but Collins goes over back.
Oh, he takes a great mark as well. They're doing nothing wrong.
So Collins now drives it long.
Yes,
there,
they are.
mate. As
One
soon as
kick.
he did, he kicks it to Marnicky. So he probably had time there to steady up, but didn't. Marnicky now for Winch. Drives it out wide. It's a nice looking kick. Finds Alice. Alice is working hard for Winch here. Probably one of their better players at the moment. So looking to go along down the line. He does that over the back there. We've got Stevenson on his own. He has his fan him. Great kick. Bellpost still now pushing back hard. Called to play on. Goes in short looking for Gould. Bannister comes through. Kicks the ball off the ground. And what's the umpire going to say here?
Can't be
They're going to throw it in. Oh, you just don't know,
If
mate.
you had paid that, I would have gone off.
Well, I tell you what, they played one like that last night against Collingwood. And you know I'm not being Carlton, I'm not a Collingwood fan. I just shook my head and said, what is football coming to?
Yeah, well,
I went bed 3/4 time thinking there's no way that Sydney could win because they were woeful.
Yeah.
they were right in the last quarter, apparently. I don't know. I was saying that. Anyway, the ball's been thrown back in now, far side of the ground. Tried to kick out. It didn't work. Handball over the top now. Belpo still just keep forcing the ball forward. It's what they want to do. Picked up there by Jones. Done really well. Gets round 1, gets round 2. Now looks up. Looking in the middle here, looking for Lynch. Ball gets through him, so opens up a bit for wins through Freeman, but he has nowhere to go. Handballs the ball over the top to Brown. Brown, this is a quick kick. Norman in front here. Free kick has been paid.
Down the ground. A little bit late. They got him to the ground late.
Play on has been advantage, has been paid. There's no advantage at all. Clissold with the ball now on the left, but smothered off the boot. Ball, it's finally opened up here a bit for Winch. Budavalis now at time. He's got 2 players forward, and he finds Copeland. So, Zed Copeland now has the chance for Winch. He's backing himself to kick it from 50 here. And this is one of those grounds, Grub, that has a genuine 50-metre line here, so you actually are kicking at 50.
One of the very few, I would believe.
Yeah, so you are kicking at 50 here. He's going to have to kick all of 55 to get over the goal line. So Copeland comes in now for Winch. Runs around, tries to go to business, gets a fair piece of that one too. It's not a bad effort. Gets over the back, punch through for a minor score. So rush behind there to Winch. They move to 1-1. Trailing Belpo still 8-6. We've gone 11 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
The difference, he tries to kick it from 55. When Sammy Harmer had it from 55, he hit a bloke out on the chest out in front. Just thinking a little bit more about their footy.
So the ball kicked in from full back position. Bannister takes it short. Has options this way if he wants to come, but he goes across the other side. Clissold is out there by himself. Back pocket. So Bell Post Hill Pretty much the old style game of Bellpost Hill. Quinn inside again, uses him and effectively. Decides to come across the ground now, and again, Ma in some space by himself. They seem to find this pretty easily. Now up the middle of the ground they go. This is the kick that had to be good, and it was only just made well by Wilson. He certainly did. So now they've got the ball outside 50 on the point of the centre square. Again, another short kick goes looking towards Herman. A little half volley, picks it up. Time to get around. Oh, grudge-strung tackle there.
Great tackle.
That was well done there by Walsh. And free kick will go to the Winchelsea side. They need to keep things rolling here and get it moving well. Goes in, one-on-one contest. Ball gets out the back. Numbers now with the Bellpost Hill. Collins hits the ball, goes by, sorry, it wasn't Collins, it was Quinn. He goes back and they move the ball back to the goals through. Goal square. And they bring the ball up the centre of the ground now. And again, it's going to be taken and steadied from Bellpost Hill. Yes, Clissold on the left boot. Lynch short. Didn't go after it that hard, but took the mark.
Son of Tristan.
Yes, you said that. So pedigree's there. So Lynch now decides to go towards centre wing. Mark strong out there, and it's taken by Gemmell. So Winchelsea another opportunity to push the ball forward, but that's about as far as they go. They get in there, but they can't do anything with it. Gemmell now looks to go long. Again, there's a 3-on-2 contest. Ball gets to the ground. The three are going to win out, and it's picked up quickly by Mark. Kicks back outside, goes straight back to Gemmell. Needs to run and play on now and goes across the ground. Got two players there to choose from. The mark has been taken out there this time by Brown. He goes short and over the top, and the mark is going to be taken out there by Henry. And he will have an opportunity to go back and shoot for goal. Haven't called much of him, usually in the back half for Winchelsea. Today playing up forward, may have been doing that for a while.
Well, I don't know where he come from, but that's a mistake by the defence because there was a couple sitting out there for an hour and a half waiting for it. So, you know, I know they've been hard running, but they just didn't quite pick that up then.
Lucas Brown must be brother of Caleb, is he? He looks very similar.
So it's same sort of haircut, isn't it?
So now kicking the ball long, Henry is offline and out of bounds on the full. So they can't take a trick at the moment, the Winchelsea side.
And I don't think I've seen Tav Sawney come back.
No.
And the way he limped off holding his back, I'm not sure Saul will see him again.
No, he'd be on the ice pack now, mate, and done for the day, I would think. Ball into the back pocket. Again, they move the ball. Little short game. Their possession's okay again. Willie Kerrins has the ball. He decides to go a little bit longer and straighter down the ground through the hands of Flacavento. Also through the hands of Parrish. Picked up out the back. It's going to be cleared away. Winchelsea with the numbers. Ellis goes towards Brown. He kicks the ball into their half-forward line. Missed the target. Picked up Herman. Got himself out of trouble at left boot. Goes back towards centre wing. Parrish is there. Couldn't take the mark. Coming through. Kicked off the ground nicely. Reckon that might be Purnell again, is it? Purnell?
Yeah, Purnell,
He picks the ball up. Little chip outside to Flacavento. Bounces nicely. Steps back inside. Looking for options. Goes across the ground. That's a great use.
On the left.
Great use.
On the
and
left.
the ball has now been taken out there by Norman, who can go back and shoot for goal. About 40 out, maybe. And directly in front of goal.
Look, good thinking. There was a half a lead on. Never kick it to half a lead. Only kick it to a good lead. Go back and kick it yourself, son.
So Norman with one in the first quarter. His first can be in the second. Looks a nice kick off the boot. And
I tell you what.
Has not even moved. And he has got his second. Bellpost Hill, their ninth. They are 9-6. They lead Winchelsea on 1-1. And 15 minutes gone to Buckley's Entertainment second quarter scoreboard.
Well, I don't know who taught him to kick because his old man, South African, he only played soccer, I reckon, so he didn't teach him how to kick. Maybe it was Rachel, I don't know, but a lovely, lovely kick. He kicked a couple. And even when Winch have the ball for so long, they broke out. They just broke out. And it started by that little kick in the out of the pack by, who was it? The kid, the Purnell. It set them all up on the left boot. It was just, he waited and waited for the lead, kicked it where he did. Norman could have got a lead, didn't decide to do it, kicked the goal, and Bellpost still are killing them.
Hector Maloney. Maloney wins that tap down there, but not going in particular. Hector fighting for it now, trying to knock it free. He does knock it free in the end. The umpires paid him a free kick, so hell with it. The ball, that could be 50. It was a bad throw back. But Hector comes out wide here in the Clissold direction. There's 2-on-1 here. Just needs a tap over the top. Done it. Ends up back in the hands of Dan Clissold. He's got Kerrins running past. Now Kerrins goes to the centre of the ball. It's a great kick into Yates. Yates now, 60 from his own goal. Probably have a shot, does everything else. But he's gone out wide here. Not a great kick in the end, I don't think. But the ball sat on its point. Picked up there by Marnick. He done well, but he's wrapped up in the tackles. Thrown to ground straight away. The umpire says we'll have a ball up. 40 metres out from the Bellpost Hill goal.
They're playing like the old Bellpost Hill.
Pretty much.
They are.
Yep.
The ball in the air now. Tap down there. Maloney reached over the top. Heads towards the boundary line. Marnick picks it up. Throws it on the left boot. Goes long. Out in front of Stevenson. Coming across there was Herman. He runs the ball out of bounds here. It's a good 100 metres from here to that out there, isn't it?
It's a long way.
It's like watching those little toy soldiers, you know, when you're a kid, the little green army men. That's what it's like.
No, I never did that.
Hey, the Smurfs. Anyway.
See, you reckon he's on the
no.
ice? They put him on the ice back. When we did a hammy, we got on the cans.
Yeah, that's
See you later.
right. So Yates rucks against Main, wins a tap down. Ball spoiled off the boot, picked up by Stevenson. Gets a good handball back there. So ball driven out of defence by Winch. 2-on-1 situation here. Picked up by Hecker at the back. The umpire's paid a free
pushed
kick
him
for a
out,
hole.
fair enough.
So, ball there taken by Henry. Henry goes out wide. So Brown with the ball, far side of the ground.
They're giving him nothing here.
No, so he decides to chip back into Parrish. Cassidy. He's got a couple of players in the middle that he can use. He does. He uses the other Brown. So he drives the ball long down the line, sitting in front there. Hecker done well. Ball brought the ground, goes back to Bannister now. Bannister can come out here to Herman. Herman takes the mark. Defensive 50 here. Western side of the ground. Comes out of wide again. Chip to Martin. So 60 from home. He goes back in towards Herman. It's not a great kick. I mean, you're kicking the ball 15 metres. You should be able to hit a target. Herman listens to the call, gets it, comes out here. Well done. Great pick up there by Purnell.
Great smother.
Smothered by Welsh, but he goes back after it again.
Holding
the man there. So I think a couple of short kicks there. He said it's like the old bell post still style, mate, but they didn't leave the ball dropping a metre short.
They're still not quite as good, but they were the best of all time at doing it.
Yeah, Welsh now, 70 metres out from his own goal, driving Winch back into the hot spot. Ball gets up in the air, goes over the back of the pack. Umpire calls play on. Race is now on for it. Maher has time, picks it up. Henry comes at him, but Maher just drives the ball long outside 50. Bangeline could be their friend here, but it's a 2-on-1. Norman done well. Tap the ball to himself. Got that support now. Tapping the ball on the ground. Take it out. That's what they want to do. So, fast in a wing here at Quest Oval. We have ticked over 18 and a half minutes. Buckley's Entertainment second quarter. Ball to be thrown back in. So it looks like Wilson's in the ruck now. He leads the front, taps the ball forward, but no one home there for Bell Post still. The pressure's on, knocks the ball forward again. Now forcing Winch backwards with it. So dives on it, picks it up. No chance to get anywhere, the umpire's saying. No, that's exactly what he said. So they've moved the ball forward there probably 20 metres, Bell Post still, but with the aid of Winch. Winch probably in control, in possession. So just forcing him back, Grub.
Yes, they are, and that's just the pressure that they're putting on.
So Maloney and Wilson, again, Maloney wins that one down really well. Bounces over the head of Assuran, picked up by Winchie now, looking to drive the ball forward. Short kick in towards Henry. Henry puts the arms out, takes the mark. Gould gives him a lead. Great kick, good hands.
Now that's better football, but he's still a long, long way out.
So Gould plays on immediately, runs inside forward 50, drives the ball long towards the square, and has
goal
got there, I think.
Yep.
So Winch have their second. They move to 2-1. Bell Post Hill are 9-6. So Gould has both for Winch. We have gone 20 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
But that's better football. Not just the kick of the goal, but from right back on the wing, they got a tap out for good from the ruckman. They were a little bit lucky, got a nice bounce, but then they went bang, 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 bang. And that's the way you play football. That's the way they play football. But at this stage, Bell Post Hill haven't let them do that too often. And once they do it, they look like a reasonable side.
So we're back with the umpire. Just waiting to get proceedings underway once again. We said, looks like Wilson going in to do some ruck work now. It's Freeman has the ball. He is tackled. Ball comes out. Was nice tackle there. Goes up the hands of Yates. He goes into their forward line. Kick was okay. And straight into the hand of Harmer, who's taken the mark outside 50. Too far out for Sammy Harmer to kick the goal from there, I would think. That's not a very good pocket to be shooting from.
No, never, mate. The ball's
There's a free kick being given further down the field here.
Ground.
The ball's more likely to blow out into the car park, mate.
He's pulling out a...
Well, that means he's got to send him off.
Well, he is. He's given it to somebody. I'm not too sure who it's going to.
Spell post still, by the look of it.
It
So
is
the kick
too.
has been reversed around.
Well, it has to come from up here, yeah, that's right.
McIntyre was obviously the player, but I'm not too sure, was it
Oh, what happened?
too far out of the play? So
Well, I don't think it'll be trial by video because the video would never have picked that up. It's miles behind.
we're back on the half forward line now.
I hope that didn't come through.
Harry McIntyre very happy with the decision.
Well, I shouldn't say.
Marlicky drives the ball long and goes towards centre wing, but it's a good strong mark out there. That's Mara, I think, out there. He's been good today again. Goes ball back inside, and the mark's taken out there. Vashurin can go and move the ball quickly, which he does. Hecker presents up. It is very much like the old Belpo style of game. Just keep the ball moving, keep it rolling and waiting for it to all unfold. And it's doing it nice at the moment because the mark has been taken out there by Herman. Now, he's right on the forward 50 arc, I think, there.
He's backing himself here.
He's going to have another option. He goes short, and that's a great kick. Flacavento comes out, and he takes the mark.
Lead to that all day, Dale.
So just their skills all right on the ground, Spider, are just impressive. There's nothing else to be said about it.
Well, the difference is, and they've obviously been doing this for the last 3 weeks, early in the year, I reckon it's a lot of confidence, isn't it? Once you get the confidence to keep doing it, you're right. Probably the only bloke that hasn't had a kick is Quinny, probably by the looks of it.
Flacavento comes in now, kicking from about 40 metres out, and he didn't allow for it there. The ball going to land in the square, and it will be forced through for a minor score. The bell post till now to 9-7 and 2-1 to Winchelsea. And we've gone 23 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment second quarter scoreboard.
He's a good kid, Quinny.
He's a good kid.
He's a ripper.
So, ball to be brought back in defence. The option for Brown was there, but decided against it. So, Marnicky now just plays on. Comes towards the club room side of the ground. Ball gets over the back. Only bloke looking for it was Burnell, and has taken a fantastic grab.
I like this kid.
Just outside forward 50 for Belpo still. Options everywhere, as opposed to when they're getting out onto the ground, there are none. So Purnell just puts it back into the hot spot. It's not a bad sort of kick. Ball hits the ground. Parrish, well done there. Brought the ground, picked up there by Brown. Gets a handball over the top. Driven out by, well, I'd say his brother Brown. Bannister and Gould go one-on-one. Bannister, that's a mark, I would have thought. Handballs at a weight. Not a great handball. Lands in the hands of Welsh. I reckon Bannister marked that, but he didn't claim it either. But anyway, the ball comes down long again. In front again, great punch away. So now it's a 3-on-1 for Belpo still. Herman picks it up. He's been fantastic again, Herman. Drives it long down the line, looking for Yates. Yates gets the back there. Could have taken the chest mark. Collins done well. Tried to sneak one through the legs there. Didn't quite work. Ball taken out of bounds there by Stevenson. We'll have a boundary line thrown right in front of the very vocal Belpo Still Pass players crowd here at Quest Oval.
Gould in a bit of trouble behind the plate.
Ooh, okay. He might have got an stray elbow. 24 minutes gone here. Buckley's Entertainment. Ball thrown in now.
Might have been a bit of fresh air too.
Could have been two. Wilson taps it down. Finds Bryans. Bryans hits a handball out. Fantastic hands there. Finds Chirkop. Chirkop runs lead. Good kick. Hands hasn't been taken. The umpire from up the ground has paid the chop in the arms, which was a correct decision, I think. Hecker just too big and strong coming out from the goal square. So, Brody Hecker, we kicking from 50.
He might have copped one Gould. He's still down. He's still not 100%. Maybe he did get an accidental one.
Yeah, it was just accidental, I think, in the contest as Bannister
It just didn't look like he made contact. I thought he went down to try and get a free kick, but he's still down, so it looks like I'm pretty much wrong. He might have copped something.
So Hecker comes in now, crosses the 50-metre line. Long left foot kick. It's going to get the distance easily enough, but through for a minor score. So Belpo still moved to 9 goals, 8. Leading Winch, who are 2-1. Belpo still kick straight. This game will be put to bed. 25 minutes gone, and Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
So ball now with Marnicky kicking out, full back position. Walsh straight up the ground, ignored that, went to the back pocket. Mark taken out there by Finn Parrish. Again, he decides this time to go long. Brown is going to be best position here. Quinn did nicely. Ball comes to ground, went after it. Quinn got the handball away, goes out the back, and it's going to be Clissold now on the left boot. That kick went high. Bo Collins is going to sit under it.
Oh, no,
Mark not taken, went through. Parrish took it, got the handball out the back, went towards Ellis, but it's intercepted out there. Kicked in forward by Wilson, goes forward. That's a well-weighted kick.
And he knew what to do.
That is a good finish. And the opportunity now for Flacavento once again, I think it is. And he can go back and shoot at his first goal of the afternoon.
Who's this Wilson?
He's got one already.
Look, Lockie Wilson. Don't know.
How old? Don't know.
He could be one of the kids who comes from St Mary's, mate. I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he put it exactly in the right place. And for a kid, I hope he's a young kid, because for a kid to do that, it tells me he's got something.
Yep, Flacavento has one, I should say. He got one in the first.
Yeah, he did.
Can get one in the second if he kicks accurately off the boot. Looks straight through the middle, and he has not missed at all. So they move now to 10 goals, 8. They are leading Winchelsea on 2 goals, 1. Buckley's Entertainment second quarter scoreboard.
I tell you, look, you know we've got the Yateses and the Bowie Collinses and even Jet Herman and those blokes. But when they sat here, these boys, before the game and said, oh, we got kids from here, we got kids, every coach says that. And even though you listen to them and believe them, you go, yeah, well, I've got to see it to believe it. Well, guess what? That kid Wilson, the other bloke, Purnell, they've been terrific. And hopefully they're the kids they're talking about, which just tells me that Bellpost Hill have got a future maybe a lot quicker than I thought they might have.
Yes, when you've got something like that, you've got a good base.
Yep.
Well, back in the middle now. Wilson wins that one down, speaking only as far as Ellis. Ellis tried to bust Reeks a handball at the general. His left-hand handball doesn't go anywhere. Lynch over the ball, taps it free. Picked up. He's got a free kick, I reckon. He has. The tackle from Tommy Bryan's on Cassidy Parrish's, for me, was a big one too.
Brilliant.
So the ball comes out into Vashurin. He's another one of the young ones.
Yeah, he's doing all right too.
Son of Josh. Comes over the top there, Chirkop again, not to find out where he's from. He goes in short. Not a great kick to Wilson. Put a lot of pressure on him. Had to hit the target. The spear pass didn't quite work. Falls in the hands of Parrish. Cassidy, he handballs ball over the top to Baker. Baker's wrapped and he's gone.
Spider, to me, it doesn't matter where he's from. I want to know how old he is. I think that's more important.
And there, Bryans with another great tackle. He plays on. Chips the ball into the hot spot. What a great do. I didn't see the bloke there. I couldn't see him.
Neither did he.
Anyway, long kick down here. Brown 2-on-1 here. Ma just takes him out of the
could
contest.
Be a free.
Didn't need to do that. Did not need to do that. They had the 2-on-1. Anyway, Caleb Brown for Winch. He's chipped the ball in the middle. That's a horrible kick. Turns it over.
Caleb.
So, time again to settle. And Quinny trying to answer you there, mate. Finds Bo Collins. Collins now looks forward, spear pass in, another great kick. I tell you what, Brody Heck, a great set of hands there. He just, on the left foot, chips it out wide. Absolutely on his own is Lynch. And dead set, someone better call for the German Shepherd, mate, because these sheep need to be rounded up. Get the Border Collies out there, right? They're horrible.
What's this idiot talking about?
Winch, mate, they're all over. And there's Siren, so...
Well, he's just about to go.
He was about to go to the short kick, so... Tyron Lynch will have a shot for Bellpost Hill after the siren. It's gone 28 and a half minutes this quarter. It'll take his best kick, I reckon. Just watching the way he's been kicking in field play. It doesn't seem like a long kick, more of a direct kick, short pass sort of play. But here he comes anyway to make a liar of me. So Lynch comes in, puts the ball on the boot. Tell you what, if that's got the carry, that's home. He made a liar of me. 11-8 Bellpost Hill, leading Winch 2-1. We have hit half-time here at Quest Oval. Dale, can we have some goal kickers, please?
Yes, to half-time we have two each to Flaccavento, Norman and Wilson, and the singles to Collins, Yates, Miller, McIntyre and Lynch. And for Winchelsea, their two goals, Jordan Gould has both. We'll take a short break, come back, and you'll hear Grubby go through all that happened through here in the first half. Final scores from around the ground. You listen to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
Viewers and listeners, we are here at Quest Oval, or as I said, Mage Reserve for those who are a bit more of my vintage. Just waiting for the my fellow commentators to jump into the box, get Grubby's rundown. He's in there eating as much as he can of the half-time food after he had lunch about 2 hours ago. Currently it's these Bellpost Tool who are sitting on 11.874, leading Winch with 2-1-13. Massive turnaround from the first time these two sides met. I think it was 147 points that Winch emerged victorious that day. So, bit of a interesting turnaround, Dale. Game has been played entirely on Bellpost Hill's terms, mate.
Yes, Spidey, if you were thinking about Bellpost Hill of old, you'd probably getting what you looked for today, because they are playing as good a football as I've seen Bellpost Hill play. As I said, we haven't seen them a lot this year, but it's a bit of the old Bellpost Hill. Their players that they've been able to bring in, and as I said, you can only believe in what Tari and Ash said before the game, that one of their better sides in, and they're playing some really good football to back up what they've said. So their quest will be to continue that after the half-time break, but as I said, they just haven't let Winchelsea get any look in whatsoever at this stage of the game. So if they can play another half of football like that, this is going to be a very, very big blowout, and I think Winchelsea will be very disappointed with those performances.
Round the grounds quickly. Belmont 9-10-64, Bannockburn 7-5-47, Inverleigh 16-3-99, West 3-4-22, East 4-7-31, Anarchy 2-2-14. Werribee 1-6-12, leading North Geelong 1-5-11. Have the sprinklers been on at Werribee,
Tell you
mate?
what, I'm glad we're not there today.
Oh, I know.
We've seen three pearlers there.
Thompson 5-5-35, leading Corio 4-3-27.
So they're not out of it either.
Nope. Oh, better get the clock going.
So the ball back with the umpire, and it's in the air. Ruckman both go at it, and it's going to be coming out through Gould. No, it's not. It's going to be Maloney that had the ball. He was pushed over in the contest. He's going to win a free kick here. So they'll need to get things going, and they'll need to be very good in the second half of football if they're going to get themselves even back close to where Bellpost Hill are. So they get the ball now. They have their first opportunity. They go long into their forward line. Parrish comes out, takes the mark, and there's going to be a free kick given, is it? It's going to go to Copeland.
Still to Winch, yeah.
Yep, so he plays on very quickly, goes in. That's a good, strong lead. Kick was good. Mark wasn't taken, though. Ball comes out of that contest, and again, Bellpost Hill now with some numbers. Martin picks the ball up, got the handball back outside to Kerins. He was tackled without the ball, comes out and is kicked clear, goes back towards centre wing. Nelman leads in the race for the ball, beats both players at the back. Walsh is going to be the first to arrive. He got through traffic very nicely, goes to Parrish. And he's now looking to get the handball on. He's put his team under a little bit of pressure. He got the handball away. I don't think it went to anyone in particular. Going to be picked up. I thought it was going to be picked up through Baker. Outside Herman, now into the hands of Collins. Someone needs to kick the ball, and that's what we need to see. Another handball out the back. Yates. Someone kicked the ball. Brian.
There you go.
Kicked it, got it out clear, and now we're out and running. And it's with Purnell, and he goes long into their forward line. Flacavento leads in the race for the ball. Bounce wasn't good for him. Went back towards the boundary line. Bortavalis takes it, tackled, ball over the boundary line, and we will have a throw in.
Well, you got to kick eventually, Dale.
Well, it was definitely a couple of opportunities there. I thought the boot to ball would have been a good thing.
When he finally did do it, it wasn't much of a kick at all.
But at least it got outside the contest.
It did, yeah.
That's about all it did.
Broke it open.
So we got the ball moving there. So it's now back on the half-forward line. Not too sure what the umpire's doing here.
He's taking the card out. He's reported the boundary umpire.
She must have left a whistle. He's got given her the spare one. So the ball's gone back inside now. Collins taken, I thought it was high. Got the handball away. Going across is Caleb Brown. He needs to get the handball out and does so. Went back towards the boundary line. They run it. They work hard. Huff over. Got the handball away, but nicely done out there. Bryans, he picks the ball up. Wants to go back, but he has taken over the boundary line. We're going to have a throw in. So just over 2 minutes to Granny Cycling Sports. Third quarter, it sees the halftime score 11-8. Bellpost Hill 2-1. Winchelsea.
So ball to be thrown back in right in front of the Bellpost Hill coach's box here. Very rowdy crowd in there at halftime, Dale. Thought you might have taken control, but ball comes in. Hecker in front, but Maloney comes over the top, punches the ball down. Gillespie taps the ball over really well. Can't quite pick it up. Second temp off the ground there was by Baker. Into attack, Bannister leads out. Ball goes past them all, kicked off the ground there by Marr. Marr puts it out in front of Jones. Jones can run, picks it up. Gets round one, gets round two, handballs ball back in towards Bannister. He handballs over the top now, goes to Kerins. Still running really well. Vasura now goes out even wider. So Balbo still get to half 40. Chip over to half 40 here. Goes out in front of Hecker. Hecker picks it up, swings around that left foot and decides to handball. Probably not the better option for the big ruckman. Should have just sunk the slipper in.
The other umpire, 180 metres back, has spotted something here.
And it would be 180 metres back on this ground. But Hecker gets the free kick, chips it in towards Wilson. That's a great kick and a great lead. So Wilson takes the mark just inside 50. He looks like he's going to back himself from here. And the umpire's bringing the man on the mark back a good 4 or 5 metres. So Wilson just drives the ball into the hot spot. Collins in front. Norman couldn't quite take it. Ball comes over to Yates. Yates to handball over to Collins. Collins throws it on the boot and has
hit the
upright. Hit the post. So Bowie Collins has his first behind. 11-9 Belpost still. 2-1 Winch. And we've gone nearly 4 minutes to Granny Cycling Sport, third quarter.
So ball back with Walsh doing the kicking in this time. He's going to come clever inside and really appreciate that. Ball comes out, goes towards Parrish. Actually pushed his opponent away there without the ball in his zone. No, it's got to be a free kick. It has to go. What?
He went the other way.
I thought that was going the other way.
It was. Sure. He paid it. He changed his mind. Went
so
the other way.
Ma now has the ball. He goes with Sands over the top, puts his teammate under pressure, goes back towards Freeman. Freeman outside. They continue now. They need to get the ball moving forward. It goes to Gillespie, and he goes over the top, and the ball ends up in the hands of Baker. So Baker has the ball half forward line now. That should have been. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, this is where common sense comes into it, and I'm not bagging the umpire. He has to pay a 50 because the Belpost still player moved. But the other player started to run off his mark. I'd be happy with the umpire call and play on because he was gone.
But I go back to this one down here where the umpire paid the free kick to Belpost still and just let Winch run away with it.
I didn't see that one, but he has to pay 50.
Yeah,
but
has to.
But he had gone off, and he was just too slow to call play on. That's why this rule, not the umpires, the rule's crap.
So Baker in all that has now kicked the goal, and that is the first for Winchelsea in the second half. They move to 3-1. Trailing Belpost still on $11.09. 5 minutes gone to Granny Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Well, from to have any chance, they had to kick the first goal. You always like to do that in the first minute or two. It's taken them 5 or 6 minutes, and very, very, very lucky. And I'll tell you what, I'd be doing these days. If I got the ball, I'd be looking to play on, and then get an easy 50 because it's as I said, it's not the umpire, it's the rule. And in local football, it's got to stop because the umpires are just a touch slow to call play on.
So Hecker and Maloney go up. Hecker wins that one down, goes sideways. Parrish picks it up, handballs over to Alice. Alice does really well, turns on the left, drives Winch forward again. It's a great looking kick out in front. Good little tap on there. Couldn't quite pick it up, Bram. It has in the end. Wrapped up now by Martin.
Good tackle.
Gets a kick away. Ball comes out wide here. Gillespie leads in the race, but leaves it behind. Picked up, quick hands. Belpost still coming out of defence now. Along down the line, looking for Norman. Norman's in front, puts the hands up. Good sport at the back there. Gemel picks it up, goes with the hands again. Not a great handball, puts everyone under pressure. Wrapped up in a tackle there for Shuren. And we will have a ball up in front of the social rooms here at Quest Oval. So ball in the air now. Maloney opens that one down. By virtue of front position, falls to Hecker. Hecker gets a handball over the top, his hand into it, but Martin's still good enough to run under it. Throws on the boot, 2-on-1 contest here. Mark has been taken by Welsh of Winch. Welsh, true centre wing, chips the ball out wide. It's a nice looking kick. So Brown now, handball over top. Finn Parrish kept on running. He's in the open space now, clear, drives the ball long, and has the second of the quarter for Winch. They move to 4-1. Belpost still on 11-9. We've gone 6.5 minutes. To Granny Cycling Sport.
Well, they're not giving up the ghost, and they're going to come home pretty hard. But Belpost still have made very, very few mistakes today. But when you get a half back or playing on the wing, I don't know where he's playing right at the minute, but when you get a bloke like Finn Parrish, who you're with, he gives it off, and then he runs on. You've got to run with a bloke like that because that's what he can do. And look, as I say, they haven't made many mistakes, but that was one of them. And I don't know who it was, but you have to run with a kid like that. Otherwise, he's going to put you away like he did.
So we're back at the umpire in the middle of the ground. Maloney doing the ruck work, and Bannister also in there. Ball comes to ground. Churcock led in the race for the ball, but he left it behind. Picked up there by, who was that? Baker it was out there. The ball ends up in the hands there of Maloney and goes long into the forward line, and they're going to get another opportunity here because Gould has come out and taken a mark. And he will kick from about almost 20, 25 metres out directly in front of goal. Great opportunity for their third in quick concession.
Belpost still looking a little disorganised in the middle at the moment.
Yeah, I'll tell you why a little bit in a minute.
Okay.
So Gould coming in. He has got 2 this afternoon. Kicks that goal. He now has... No, he doesn't. He has 2 goal 1.
Let himself down there.
4 goals 2 now to the Winchelsea side. 11-9 to Belpost Hill.
There you go, mate, all right?
Just waiting for the ball to come back in, and Willie Kerins looks like he's going to do the kicking and duty.
There's the boots that match the umpire's tops.
Yeah, pretty close to it, aren't they?
Yeah.
So Clarence also coming clubroom side. Lynch leads out in the race for the ball. That's a
Great
great
mark.
Great pair of
Great,
hands.
mate. Doesn't have to be a specky to be a contender for the Routley's mark of the day.
So Tristan Lynch has taken the mark inside defensive 50, so Belpost Hill again. Be interesting to see how they play it from out of here. A little bit of control would be something they'd be looking for, I would think. Yates is just asking for the ball to go boundary inside. Yates put himself under a little bit of... Lynch put himself under a bit of pressure. Then was handed the ball over because that was a good tackle there by Copeland. Copeland now with Winchelsea able to go back into her attack. I think that might be just outside his range. It'd be a very, very good kick from there if he's thinking about kicking the goal. Should go towards the top of the square. He plays on, gives himself a little bit of room, kicks long. He will get the distance, but it will be offline through for another minor score. They move to 4-3 now. Winchelsea, 11-9 to Belpost Hill. The Granny Cyclone Sports third quarter, as we said.
So, Kerins now to bring the ball in. Looks like he's going to go defensive side of the ground this time, so out the far side of the ground. Nice looking kick in, chest mark taken there. So, maybe a bit of possession footy time here for Belpost Hill. Worked from in the first half. So Yates now drives the ball long down long, looking for Wilson. Why wouldn't you? Wilson puts her hands up, can't take the mark. Plays at the front of the pack. Herman knocked it forward. Collins comes through. Umpire said too high. I mean, it's an attack on the footy. Anyway, free kick paid, chipped over the top. Welsh now for Winch, has time, looks up the ground. Nice long kick there down the line at the back. That's a good mark. They've got to pay that. No, they don't. Anyway, ball through now. Could fade on the ball. No, ball comes out the free to Ellis. Ellis goes long
and
straight. Has a goal. Lee Ellis has his first. The 5th for Winch now. We've gone 10.5. Buckley's Entertainment. Second. De Granny's Entertainment. Granny Cycling Sport, third quarter.
I'm just sort of glad they're doing this because I was really worried at half time. A couple of the Winch players come over the fence and were laughing. I thought, you know, you're 7 or 8 goals down and you're laughing. Where's your interest here? But I tell you what, they've come right out at the moment. Now we'll see We've seen the Belpost Hill good footy. Now we'll see if they can withstand the pressure because the pressure's back on them at the moment. And just watch Parrish. The last bounce out, he's back to the play and blocking Yates, and that's where they're in trouble at. To me, that's a free, but he didn't do it this time.
So
but he grabbed hold of him. Ball
thrown up in there in the middle of the ground. Ball is tapped out, coming through down the ends of Stevenson. There's a free kick being given this time, and it's going to go to Yates.
Well, I don't think he'll be letting that happen for too much longer. Yatesy.
No.
So Yates now decides he's going to transfer.
Go long.
He's going to look straight down the ground. He's got a player wide. He's going to come that way, out towards Martin. So Martin now, centre wing. Was going to give the handball there. I'm not too sure whether it was wanted by Quinn, but he's got the little short kick wide. Down the boundary line he goes. Into the hands of Collins.
Well, that's 50!
Nope.
No.
Nah. Collins now short. Herman leads up, takes the mark.
To me, that's 50. He's marked it, and then he's pushed him over.
So Herman
why
now,
not?
Next kick's got to be good.
You tell me why not.
Also, Yates.
In the play. Or it was in the play.
No, it was not in the play. He marked it, and then he deliberately pushed him over.
Yates has the ball outside 50. Young Brown stands the mark. He goes back inside to Collins. So again, a little percentage football now, just holding things up. Next lead's going to be the important one. The kick inside 50 has to be good. Collins decides he's going to go long. Yates is positioning down there. Ball comes out of the contest wide. Norman, time, space. Wants to get back on his right side. Got the handball away. Ends up in the hands of Parrish. He looks to deliver the ball outside 50. It was a kick along the ground. It's going to work for them out this time because Gemmel's going to pick the ball up and he's going to go back towards centre wing. Not too sure he was looking at, but he's kicked it straight towards Hecker. He's got plenty of time, space to look up and go forward again. Yates comes up and takes the mark. So Yates just attacking side of centre wing, far side of the ground. He's happy now just to slow things right down. take some pace out of the game and go longer again. So again, longer kick. Mark was not taken. There's a free kick
There's
being
a free
given.
kick for a hold.
Yeah.
I saw the arms go back, but it's just a little bit far for me to see the hold. But
This looks like Lockie Wilson again.
I'll tell you why I've got that opinion, Spide.
Yeah, mate.
That was what the rules brought in for, the 50, wasting time.
Yep.
So if you can push a bloke over after he's marked it, then he's got to get up and go again, and you gain that couple of seconds. And that, to me, that's exactly what happened there. When he went down, then he's got to get up.
Okay.
So Wilson now kicks from about 35 metres out, and he has got his third goal of the afternoon. And that is a steadier for the Belpost Hill side. They moved to 12-9. Winchelsea are on 5 goals, 3. We've gone 13.5 to Granny Cycling Sports. Third quarter scoreboard.
It sounds a bit silly, but at 11-9, they just needed another goal, the way Winchelsea come out and kicked the first 3. So they really needed that one. But they got it. And as I say, I think Wilson's one of those young kids. Pressure's on. Sometimes it could go anywhere. Where did it go? Straight through the middle.
Got to the front.
Straight through the middle. And that's... You would expect your experienced players to soak that pressure, but their kids are soaking it as well.
Yep. So Maloney and Heck are back in the middle again. Ball goes in the air. Maloney wins it down, heads towards Brown. Brown tried to break the tackle, couldn't quite do so, but the ball falls back to him. Brian's chasing him now. Swims back around and Keller Brown drives Winch long into attack. In front, that bad bounce that happens here all the time with the footy. Picked up there by Mar. Mar drives him out. Brian's in best position to take this one and does. Copeland bearing down on him. That one could have been 50.
So I still think that's 50.
That one could be.
Because he's
stopped,
wasting time.
but it was stopped. Anyway, he goes in short. Finds Jones. Jones slow to get back up there. Might have got a bit of a corky.
It's just an interpretation thing. Like, you and the umpire decided no, and that's fair enough, but I would decide yes.
Smart play there by Vashurin. Gets around for the handball. Ball comes long, fisted away. Well done there by Churcott, but wasted the handball. Goes back to Brown. Brown drives it long back down the line. Vashurin leads the race to the ball. Can't pick it up. Just keeps it out in front. Support coming now. He didn't need it. Vashurin done it really well. Goes back down the line. I think Norman left that and ended up Brown. Hands of Brown. Hands ball over to Baker. Baker's got Budavalis. Doesn't use him. Goes into Finn Parrish, who's in a lot of space in the middle around here at Mars Reserve. Ball bounces for him. Kerrins closes down on him. So he just goes long.
Shocking kick.
Was going towards, I think he was heading towards it. Landed in the hands there over the back there of Budavalis. Was it? He drives it forward again. Ball's in the out of bounds. So I think Parrish sort of out of the corner of his eye seen the player coming at him, which was Kerrins, and had a lot more time than he thought to chip the ball over to Freeman, I think. So Winch doing all the attacking here. 15.5 gone to Granny Cycling Sport. Third quarter here, Quest Oval. Ball thrown in. Deep in defence here. Bannister wins it, takes it out of the ruck and just drives the ball long out of defence. Outside of the ground there. Ball bounces. Hecker taps the ball over really cleverly. Puts it down in front of Herman, but he's beaten to the ball this time by Parrish. Parrish for Winch, swings around. That's a better kick than the last one. Finds Copeland. Copeland on the right foot, spears a pass into Gould. What a fantastic leading kick that was. Jordan Gould. He'd be no more than 30, 35 out from goal, but he's deep in the dead pocket here at Mars Reserve. Like a very, very good kick from there.
Yeah, it is a dead pocket, isn't it? I'll tell you what, though. This kid's a chance. He can kick him.
He's a good kick.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful kick of the footy. So, Gould coming in now to answer the bell post. Still one. Kick leaves the boot. Umpire runs straight there out of bounds to the full.
That's where they all go for a right footer, don't they?
Or they blow back over your head, mate, when the bruise is up.
Yeah.
So, Soldiers in dead pocket. I want to play it a bit, Grub. So, I was going to say Cal Clissold with a free kick. There's a lot more here than Cal Clissold's seen for a long time. Dan Clissold chips the ball in, running the ball out of defence. Over bounce, and he got 2 over the top here. Decides to come longer down the line to flack a Vento. It's a beautiful looking kick. Just had too much on it in the end, didn't it? Oh, that could have been a free kick for a hole, but not paid. Harmer comes through, kicks the ball along the ground. Ball goes out of bounds, right in front of the commentary box. Belpo still coaches Boxdale. Take over, mate.
There's a rumour going around he used to drop marks out there on purpose so he didn't have to have the shot.
Not a rumour, not a rumour, mate. It's the truth.
Umpire about to restart play to throw the ball back in. Maloney doing the front ruck work, gets front position, goes to Brown.
Duck the head.
He's put his head down.
I'm sorry, but I don't pay them.
No, that's a bit of a play on situation, goes inside to Freeman, takes the mark, and he's got a player across the ground. He's going to use him now. So Winchelsea got themselves out and running through Gillespie. Needs to pick the ball up. Gee, he took a long time, put himself under pressure. Good work there that Belpo still have been able to maintain. Picked up out there. Handball's okay, good. Vashurin gets the handball further afield. Jerkop goes long and kicks out wide. That's also a well-weighted kick. The mark has been taken out there. And I think that is Herman, is it? So Herman now delivers the ball quickly inside. McIntyre comes up, didn't take the mark, went back, collected it. Now he could be in a little bit of trouble here. And the umpire says that is so.
Thought he might have got one in the back, but...
So free kick is going to go to Davis.
Davis.
Davis. Walsh. I keep calling him Davis for some reason. Oh. There is a Davis, number 5, isn't there, that used to play with him.
Okay.
What, used to play with him? So he's not
he
even
still
out
does.
there.
He still does. That's what I'm saying. But he looks similar.
Is he playing today?
No, not today. But he looks similar. Ball comes back inside, and the mark is going to be taken. So Belpo still move the ball back into Norman inside, goes outside to Martin. So Martin now, plenty of space, can run and carry. Looks inside, handballs long inside. That's okay. Hecker needs to deliver the ball well, goes long into their forward line. One-on-one contest.
Here we go.
Again,
Here we
ball
go.
out the back, picked up there. Herman kicks that goal, and he will dribble it through. His first of the afternoon, the 13th now for the Belpo Still side. They're 13 goals 9. They lead Winchelsea on 5 goals 3. And we have gone just on 19 minutes to Grand Cycle Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Well, I probably shouldn't say what I was going to say before because it makes me look like an idiot. But Finn Parrish, Jet Herman's actually playing like a defensive role on Finn Parrish, and he's absolutely eclipsed him for the first half. But early in this quarter, Parrish, he's kicked, well, he's gone down the ground, he's run, and Herman couldn't come up with him. I was just about to say maybe it's time to take Jet Herman off him. And then he sneaks in and kicks a goal, just as Finn did. So he's still proving his worth down there, but I reckon Finn Parrish is going to run off him a little bit for the remainder of this game if he stays on him.
So ball back in the middle of Hecker and Maloney again. Neither of them really win the tap, but it goes out towards Collins. He can't quite pick it up, fumbled at the ball, dives back on top of it. The umpire said he was held without it. So Beau Collins now for Belpo Still drives it long, looking for Herman again. He takes the mark in front. He's got Martin running down the wing. Probably could have done half a steady, but it doesn't matter in the end. He's got Norman down the ground. He uses him now. Nice kick. Sorry, it was Lynch. So Lynch gives the ball back to Martin. Probably didn't need to, but now Lynch has it. Goes back to Martin now. They've got to kick the ball along, put it in the hot spot, get the players panicking. Ball goes over the back. Pushing the back could have been. Falls to ground. Handball over now. Wins through Parrish. Get another handball in the middle. Looking for his brother Cassidy. He's in a... Well, I don't know what sort of handball that was, but it's away. Ellis goes over the top again. Finds Huff. Huff drives long for Winch. Down the line. Out in front there of Chibnall. Chibnall does well. Picks it up. Gets around the opponent. Handballs the ball back into Maloney. Maloney for Winch now driving forward. Ball gets over the back. But no, in the end, it's a fantastic grab. That was Welsh taking that. So Welsh chips the ball over looking for Gould. Bannister closes. But not quickly enough. Gould takes the mark just inside forward 50. He moves the ball on quickly looking for Brown. Yates is there with him. Just punches the ball out. Ball hasn't quite gone out. Now it has. Out in front of... that was Quinn. It's gone out in front of on the far side of the ground here. In front of the light pole.
You shouldn't kick it to a 2-on-1. He should have gone back and had a kick. You know, and down here, years ago, that's a throw, as we all know.
Well, that was a throw.
But it's crept into the game that the umpires let it go. So if they're going to let it go, that's fine.
Okay, let it go.
You know, but as I say, when we play, that was a dead set throw. You throw it up one end, hit it with the other. That's a throw.
Yeah. Anyway, ball to be thrown back in here. Far side of the ground. Looks like Bannister and Gould. Bannister wins that one, knocks it out towards the 50, only as far as Gemmell. Gemmell breaks the tackle of Collins, swings around, couldn't break the second tackle. Could have been let it go. The umpire said no. No, knocked it out in the tackle. We'll have a boundary line throw in now, so...
Well, after 3 or 4 steps, I can't see for the life of me why that wasn't holding the ball, to be quite honest.
Could have been holding the man the other way if it wasn't holding the ball.
Yeah, long way for me to see, but it looked like holding the ball to me.
So Maloney's worked his way down to the right contest.
But they've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, absolutely they have. Ball thrown in now. So Maloney go up unopposed, grabs it out of the air, tries to get the handball out, didn't quite work, comes over the top. Brown just bursts through the pack, done really well, picked up there, driven out of defence by Belpo Still. 2 3-on-1 contest, ball brought to ground. Herman couldn't quite take the mark. Yates comes across, picks it up, gets a handball. Second handball, third handball, finds its way to Vashurin. Vashurin goes down the line. Free kick, peeked out here. Which way is it going to go?
It's going to go to Winch.
Hold to Belpo Still. It's going to Belpo Still for a hold.
Gee, that's a bit tough. The bloke dead set on there didn't pay it.
Yeah, anyway, 1-on-1 contest. I would have let it go. Ball goes to Herman now. He has time. Comes in looking for Tommy Bryans. That's a great kick. Bryans a centre half forward now. This is the kick. Needs to set it up here. All the leads have happened. So he chips it over to Vashurin to give the forwards time to set. Henry of Shearing goes out. Harvick in the right spot here. Ball comes out the back. Norman about to run onto it. Just needs to pick it up. Does just that. Goes the banana. Pushes it across. That might stay in play. I reckon a big round here. Told you to stay in play. Has done so. And now it's trickled over the boundary line right in front of the Quest Oval sign. We've gone 23 minutes to Granny Cycling Sport. Third quarter. Ball deep in attack for Bellpost Hill.
But when it goes into them pockets, don't ever stop until you see it go over the boundary line.
They're genuine pockets here.
It can make a fool of you, actually.
So Yates and Malone do ruck. Yates just uses strength, brings the ball to ground, wrapped up in a tackle straight away, going nowhere, and we'll have a secondary ball up. 23.
I still reckon Yates in the ruck in the forward line. You've lost the bloke on the ground who gets it most times when it hits the deck.
Especially got Wilson doing the ruck work. Yates wins that one down again. Falls down to Harmer. Harmer's wrapped up in a tackle. What's the umpire going to say? No prior. Well, you've got Wilson doing the ruck work in the middle when Hecker has a rest. So why wouldn't he do the ruck work down there?
Yeah, but you see that bloke that got the ball then. All right, he got caught, ball up. Yates is the type of bloke that can get that out.
Yep. So Yates wins it down only as far as Parrish. Parrish tries to break tackle. That's got to be dropping the ball, and it has been.
See, I thought that was like the one up the other end, to be quite honest.
Yep. Fair enough. Who's got the ball here? Can't see. And 50.
Wow.
So that will make a certainty of it.
Chirkop.
Is it Chirkop, is it? I think you might be right, Dale.
Well, with Chirkop, he needed the 50, I think, the way he's been kicking.
He just waltzed in and then used every bit of it. Might have needed another 50, mate. But anyway, Bellpost have their 14th, moved to 14-9. Winch a 5-3. Bellpost have withstood the storm. 24 minutes gone. The Granny Cycling Sport, third quarter.
They've kicked the first three and you think, hello, they get a couple more here. We've got a real good game on our hands. But as you said, they've soaked up the pressure Bellpost Hill. They've gone again, and it's getting to the stage where the lead's just getting a bit too big. They've kicked 5 till now. They've got to kick another 10 to get in front. So you can't see it happening. Stranger things have happened, but gee, Bellpost Hill to come back after 3 straight goals. I love the way they're playing today, I must admit.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. As I said before, Buck contest. Ball comes out, picks up by Stevenson. Handball goes outside to Gould. Gould now gets the ball. It was actually, Maloney. Now the running player is Parrish once again. Steps inside 50, kicks. He's offline. Didn't hit the boot that well. Runs towards the boundary line. Mars there. Can pick the ball up. A little bit of fancy work. Gets himself out of trouble. Goes back outside 50. Looking towards the outside. Jones couldn't take the mark. Coming through. It was a good, strong tackle. The umpire said he gave it away. But did he have it? I'm not too sure. But Bellpost still with the ball. So into the hands now. Flacavento looks back inside. Player running through the middle of the ground. Went over the top. Unfortunately, both players went past it. Marnicky stayed there. He's got the ball. He's tackled. And the umpire will come in and take possession of it.
Landed right in the middle of the two of them.
Yep. One had gone past and the other hadn't been there yet. So.
Exactly how you put it.
So the ball now thrown up. This time ball tapped out by Maloney. Comes towards the centre circle. Tapped on there by Jones. Went after it again. Yates is over the top of it. Picked it up. Got the handball out the back. I think that's Freeman or Jimmel. I can't see who's won them. It's the high tackle. Doesn't matter. Free kick. It's neither of them. Ball is going towards Chibnall. Chibnall goes outside and it's running player in Parrish once again. He's off and gone. Kicks that better outside. The mark is taken out there by Freeman. He wants to go back inside. Oh, gee, I'll tell you what. Back towards Alice. Made him work a little bit for it. Stepped inside. Kick was okay. Got the achieved target. Jimmel kicks towards goal and he is offline through for a minor score. 5-4 now to the Winchelsea side. 14-9 Bellpost Hill. To Ground in Cycle Sports third quarter scoreboard. We have gone just over 26.
So the ball walked back in quickly here. Finds its way to the hands of Jones on defensive 50 for Bellpost Hill. He just takes his time now.
He's been pretty good, Jones.
He has been good. So he chips the ball in the middle there, and that's a well-weighted kick. No one really wanted it. But chipped up now from Norman to Wilson. Wilson's got a player further up. He's rushed the kick, not what you wanted to, but...
that could be a 40-20.
It could have been a 40-20. Landed on the line, so it's got to be a...
Scores from around the ground.
It's definitely a throw-in.
Belmont 64, Bannockburn 55, Inverleigh 107, 23 Giants, East Geelong 44, 17 Anarchy. And Werribee 18, North Geelong 26, Cryer 41, Thompson 47.
Come and ask us, mate. She got it right.
She got it
Don't
spot
worry
on.
about that. Great boundary umpire.
So ball thrown in now. Wilson reaches over the top, knocks it forward. Alice give you the first one under it. Does really well. Traps it. Swings out left foot. Drives the ball long down the line. Nice looking kick. Martin makes up some ground there at the end. Takes it out of bounds. So well done by Martin and Maloney there.
No. Don't pick him up.
No.
Don't pick him up.
No, stand on him.
Shake his hand after the game by all means.
Absolutely. So we have Wilson and Martin to do battle. No one behind them. So interesting. So the ball gets at the back, it opens up the space as it did to Martin. He runs straight through there, done really well. Maybe it was a set play. Chips ball to centre half forward. Ball brought the ground. Harmer did brilliantly there, knocked it out. Didn't quite get far enough. Budavalis picks it up. Quick kick out of defence. Jones runs onto it. Picks it up. Great little blind turn. Now swings around the left, chips it out to Harmer. Harmer's kept moving. He's got a bit of support there, but left it for each other. Anyway, picked up there, driven forward by McIntyre. Ball comes over the back. Good mark there in defence. So picked up there, moved on quickly by Winch, out wide. Jones got there late. The umpire sees it that way too. And he might have just, got him right in the rib cage there of Finn Parrish, I reckon.
Who is it? Is it Jet Herman?
No, it was Jones. Jones got him. It was like, yeah, just got there at the right time. But, so Parrish up on his feet now. Chips over top looking for his brother Cassidy, who drops an absolute spud. Should have taken that mark every day of the week. Ball wrapped up now. What the umpire going to say is he dragged it in, and the umpire said he has.
It was Jet Herman.
Who what?
It went down with a heavy bump.
No, it was Finn Parrish went down.
Here he is here. He's just in the hands of the trainers. Just trainer left him.
Oh, no, I was on the other side. Anyway, comes back to Yates. Yates drives forward. No one home there. So run out of defence now by Ellis. Uses that left foot. What's the umpire said here? The umpire's paid a free kick.
Paid a free kick down the ground for dumping Yates after he kicked the ball.
Oh, okay. So things getting a bit willing out there and some silly mistakes creeping in, Grub. I think it's what you were talking about last week with Werribee, the 450-metre penalties early and, you know.
So it's got...
Just undisciplined play. Anyway, short kick in. What a fantastic kick that is. Fantastic lead.
That was a really, really late call, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought so too. I think Wilson has a chance now to kick his... Is this Wilson?
Yep.
Have a chance to kick his fourth. He's been very, very good today. So 29.5 minutes have gone here. The Granny Cycling Sport, third quarter here at Quest Oval. Belpo still 14-9, leading Winch 5-4. So Lockie Wilson to come in. He'll be kicking from about 40, directly in front. Right on the siren, ball leaves the boot, and he has pushed it to the right. Minor score for him, 14-10. Belpo still at three-quarter time, 5-4 to Winch. Dale, we have some goal kickers, please.
Yeah, till three-quarter time. We've got 3 to Lock Wilson, 2 each to Jordan Flaccavento and Josh Norman, 1 each to Collins, Yates, Miller, McIntyre, Herman, Chirkop and Lynch. And for the Winchelsea side, 2 to Gould, 1 each to Ellis, Baker and Parrish. Take a short break, come back. Final quarter action not too far away. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
Back to our viewers and listeners here. Quest Oval, Myers Reserve, the home side, have a very commanding lead here at three-quarter time. 14-10, leading Winch, who are 5-4. Thoughts, Grub?
Well, that quarter I gave 3 votes to Ange for Tony. I thought he was very nimble on his feet as he ran around the ground. G'day, Ange. Look, that quarter, Winchelsea had it all to do. They came out, they kicked the first 3, and we all thought, righto, let's see if the Belpost Hill boys can soak this pressure up and play good footy. And that's exactly what they did.
Hasn't remembered a game since 2010.
But that's what they did. They soaked it up, they kicked a couple themselves, and then they broke away. And it was just a pleasure to watch because, all right, we banged on about how they got some good kids, and they're going to be good, all right? But we know that the Bo Collinses and the Jack Gates who have been around a long time, we know that they can soak that pressure up. But we don't know if the kids can. And they did. And that's what really impressed me. The kids, a couple of them got caught with the ball. They handballed. They were very cool. Winch were good early, but in the end, Belpost still kept on their merry way in the quarter for the first 2 quarters. And it's going to take a near miracle to kick 10 goals in the last quarter to come home from here, Winch. They'll have a go at it because they never give up, and they've got a lot of close games to their name. But the way Belpost are playing really impressed me, and I think they've got a big, big future.
Round the grounds quickly. Belmont 97, Bannockburn 55, Inverleigh 117, Giants 25. Away you go, Dale.
Yes, ball back to the umpire. Siren is sound. The final quarter action's underway. Both ruckmen go at the ball in the middle of the ground. It's going to be cleared away, kicked away there by Ellis. Back into their half-forward line ball. Stevenson out the back for Shuren. Got the handball outside. Martin runs onto it. Handballs further afield. Chibnall. Churchop, sorry. He gets the ball and he hands the ball back over, goes forward. Cassidy's in front, doesn't take the mark. Going after the ball, it's going to be handball back outside into the hands of Baker. Snaps at goal. They need this. It will run through. So a good positive start there for the final quarter. They move to 6 goals 4. They trail Belpost Hill on 14 goals 10. Can they tell final quarter scoreboard? Well,
they got the first 3 in the first quarter. If they get the first 3 here, we'll again see how these young kids soak up this pressure. But, yeah, good goal. I just think they got the ball down there too easy, and they got that goal too easy. And hopefully it was just a blemish and not a trend of how this last quarter's going to go. They'll be tired out there. Everyone will be tired. It's a big ground, and Winch are pretty good finishers. So, you would think the game was over, but you just never know.
So ball back in the middle now. Hecker and Maloney go at it. Maloney wins that one down, falls back in his hands. He drives Winch forward again. So, as I said, get a bit of run on Martin in front. Ball bounces over his head, lands in the hands of Stevens, and he's wrapped up.
Gone.
And he wasn't held in the tackle, they said. So Copeland trying to burst his way through, taps it out. Tackle without the ball. There was Tommy Bryans. He'll get a free kick, which will relieve the pressure for Belpost still. Just inside defensive 50. Just didn't hold the tackle long enough, Grub.
No.
Did everything right. So Bryans now just going to chip the ball out wide. Does and finds Martin, who's been very, very good.
Terrific today, this kid.
Driving off half back. So he's looking long down the line, decides to chip it over and finds Henry Vashurin. So the chipping game's back on. Just trying to work the ball around. He goes the middle towards Jones, finds Jones, takes a strong mark. Half back flank here for Belpost Hill. Now the next one is the option. There's Lynch offering. Ignores him, so he goes long down the line to a 4-on-1. It's a horrible kick. So Winch come back through the agency of Brown. Brown goes long down the line. Good defensive work there. Ball hits the deck. Parrish can't control it. Takes it out of bounds. The boundary line throw in. It's a problem with that chipping game, Grub.
Well, and it's going to happen to them. It never happened to the Dynasty team because they got it so damn pat, like I said before, better than anyone in history. But if these kids keep working at it and if they get it halfway as good, they'll be a bloody good side and it'll keep working.
So ball to be thrown back in. 50 out from Winch goal. Hecker in front wins that one to Collins. Collins just taps the ball in front of him, picked up there by Ellis, who just gave the ball over the top to Brown. Maloney wrapped up in a tackle. Not Maloney, Stevenson wrapped up in a tackle, and we will have a ball up. 3 minutes gone. Connect our final quarter. Ball in the air now. Hecker wins that one down. Dispossessed. Yates picks it up. Gets a handball out. Collins does well. Picks it up one hand. She's coming through. Just drives the ball down long. Herman in front. Done really, really well. Handballs over the top to no one absolutely particular. But we'll have a ball up now.
See what I mean about Yates getting the tough ones off the ground?
Yep.
How many times does he do that where the other lighter boys can't?
The umpire did not even wait for anyone to get near the ball, threw it up. Yates ends up with the ball in his hands on his own. Gets a handball out again, goes to lands in the hands of Collins. Collins on the left foot, spears a kick in, gets over the back of Flaccavento, but he's working back towards it again. Unfortunately, the ball's been taken over the line, and we'll have a boundary line throw-in around about 20 metres around from the bell post, still behind post here.
And you know what? I don't mind it. If they don't get there, throw it up. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it either, but anyway. Anyway, ball comes out on the ground now, just punched out wide here from Winch. Leading in the race to the ball there is Marr. Taps it in front of himself, does really well, gets it back, but then he gives the handball away to Gillespie, who can't quite take the ball. Runs it out of bounds. So, sitting around 40-45 from the bell post, still a goal here. We've gone 4 minutes, connect our final quarter here at Quest Oval. Ball to come in now. Yates and Maloney. Yates wins that one down well, but only as far as Welsh. Welsh drives it forward to 3-on-1. And Cassidy Paris, what a fantastic set of hands. As I said, 3-on-1 it was. Gets the handball. Welsh kept running. Chips it out wide, finds Gould. Gould, true centre wing here at Myers Reserve. He goes in the middle. He's got players running everywhere here.
Open.
So Gemel's opened up. He goes out even further towards Freeman. Ball's got there. It's bounced the wrong way for him, unfortunately.
Bounce.
Martin's the first one to recover. So he chips the ball down the line again. Oh, fantastic work by Brown to chop off the certain there. Going over the top, goes back to Freeman. He goes back again to Parrish. Great smother there as well. So Martin has been absolutely outstanding this passage of play and pretty much all day too. Wrapped up in a tackle now. The umpire says play on. He does manage to feed it out. Ball goes back again. Winch picked the ball up quick over the top to Freeman. He can't control it. The ball runs out of bounds. The boundary line thrown about 340 metres from the commentary box here at Quest Oval. I'm going to put grab his glasses on as well, mate, and see if that helps. So, half forward here for Winch. Ball thrown in there. Neither Rutney got a clean tap. The umpire says, come in another couple of metres, young boundary umpire, and have another go at that. So 5.5 gone. Connect our final quarter. 9 goals the margin here. In front there, Hecker wins it down. Coming through was Collins. He's wrapped up immediately. And we will have a ball up.
Martin might be in a bit of trouble here.
Is he? Yep. Okay, so the ball in the air. Maloney wins that one down. But again, it's going nowhere. Under pressure.
We'll just see, but I'm not quite sure you'll see him back in a big hurry.
I've got a corky.
Maybe a slight hammy. Not quite sure.
So, ball in the air again now. Maloney wins that one down again, but doesn't go. Yates just bursts through the pack, throws on the right boot. In front is Flaccavento. He can't quite take them up. Hits the ground well. Hits a handball over Motti. Free kick for after.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're down the ground for after the ball's disposed. Chip up in the air there. Nice looking kick in front. Harmer couldn't take the mark. Ball spills back in the hands there. Bell post still running through. Couldn't see. You can't see that. It's the other side of the ground. But anyway, picked up there by Marnicky, who turns it over. You're right. Handball through now to Finn Parrish. He has one bounce. He's looking for a second. No, he decides to handball over top to Copeland. Probably could have had a second, but gets the ball back anyway.
There's someone run with him.
Got to go near him now. Great smother coming out of fence again by Bell post still. There's a Hecker. Knocked out of Hecker's hands. Nearly fall to Collins. Collins trying to get through. Does really well. Gets a handball back. Fishurin throws it on the left boot. 3 Winch players going nowhere. So the ball will be coming back from true centre wing here, far side of the ground. Ellis plays on. Drives Winch long. Nice looking kick down there towards Brown. Puts the hands up. Good contest by Fishurin. Knocks it out of his hands. Picks it up and runs. Goes back down the line now. 1-on-1 contest. Norman did well. Brought it to ground. He's got support now. Yates gets the handball up, but doesn't go anywhere. He's tackled as it's done. Ball comes through to Parrish. Cassidy, that is. Gets the ball through now. Welsh running through on the left foot. Just keeps it up to no one in particular. And Bellpost Hill will be able to relieve here. Looks like McIntyre with the ball in hand. No, it's Quinn. So he turns around, comes back again. So a couple of options here. You've got Jones out wide, and that's where the kick goes to. He goes over Jones's head. He is quick, but he's got to beat 2 of them here. He's got the
Just
ball.
Hold it in,
he's wrapped it up, done it really well at the end.
Hey, let me tell you this. That young Fishurin, how not only did he stop Brown from marking it, but took the ball away, to me, is the Kempy Engineering play of the day.
Yeah.
I love that.
Ball from the ruck contest. Collins picks the ball up, gets the handball out wide, goes to Jones. Got around a little bit of trouble, got the handball outside, and they're out and running once again. They move the ball towards centre wing. Good kick, good lead up. Marr takes the mark. He's looking at options back across the ground. He's got his captain and coach, or captain in the middle of the ground, and that's Yates.
Well, he's
Yates.
coaching too now, is he?
He could be. He's going to be a good
And
one at the
president.
end. Goes long into the forward line. Good movement there by Norman. Didn't take the mark. Who goes back and collects it? It's going to be Walsh that comes up. He picks the ball up. Little chip up and will be okay. Mark taken out there this time by Maloney. He needs to move the ball quickly and does so. Got Baker short. So Baker now.
Martin back on, drop.
He back on? Oh, that's good. That's good. He just
Kicks
looked a
long.
bit ginger to me.
Into the forward line, 3-on-1 contest, and it's going to be the 3-on-1 that'll win it. And that is Bell Post still taking the mark. Jack Yates
Who else?
sliding back into defence. Goes out wide. Kick a little bit too much on it. Norman will keep it just inside the field of play. A little chip up over the top. Players still running out there. Mark is going to be taken out there this time.
Wilson.
And that was Wilson. So Wilson now on true centre wing, far side of the ground. Along the boundary line, they go a little bit further. Over the top of Herman. In behind is Marnicky of Winch. Picks the ball up. Gives the handball back inside. Ends up in the hands of Parrish. He's still got plenty of run in the legs. Handball's over the top to Stevenson. Looks to get the 1-2. Ignored. Goes back inside with a short kick and we'll find Baker. Baker across the ground has Freeman. That's where he goes and goes there quickly. So that's okay. Now the next one's got to be good. They go short this time. Kick wasn't great. Parrish gets a little nice bounce. Ball pops into his hands and he looks up into the forward line. Short chip forward. Coming out. Brown takes the mark. Not wasting any time. Stepped around one. Got the handball back inside the Baker. Boots to ball and goes long.
Pressure.
That is offline through for a minor score. Their first score of the final quarter are behind 6-5 now. Winchelsea 14-10 to Bell Post still.
It's funny, I thought they kicked a goal early.
Did they? Oh, actually, they have.
They
You're
did,
right,
yeah.
too, Grub. You're right. So they've got the ball now, and it's going to be Willie Kieran who kicks the ball in long, but unfortunately not long enough. Brown had it and lost it. Yates is over the top of it now. Will need to get it out. Standing on his feet. Did that pretty well so far. Umpire comes in, says, I'll have it back.
He does that well, Yates.
He
doesn't
does.
He just gets
He
it on all
does.
fours and pushes himself up and leaves the ball behind.
I just like the way that kid just kept running and running and tackling. Just put him off enough.
So the ball's thrown up one of the umpire once again out the back. Parrish, this is Cassidy, gets the handball back inside, went looking for Baker. He's able to kick the ball off the ground, kept it in front of himself, but it's Collins that emerges with it, goes outside, has Purnell, he goes wide, outside, looking out there, this time picked up by Harmer. He's tackled by Marnicky, needs to get rid of it. He's making an attempt, I think that'll be okay, says the umpire.
Fair enough.
And the umpire will come in on centre wing and take the possession. Have a ball up.
He might not have had enough prior, but he nearly did. It was pretty 50-50, so that's a good decision.
So Maloney and Wilson doing the ruck work here. Centre wing. Ball thrown up by the umpire. Ball out the back goes to Stevenson. He got no prior opportunity there, and the umpire will do it all over again. Thrown back up by the umpire once again. In front, ball tapped out by Wilson. Wilson goes towards Collins. Collins over the top of the ball, picks it up. Nice little handball out the back. Kerins outside to Bryant. He looks up and goes into their forward line. Marr leads in the race for the ball, gets through his hands. Herman is there. That's a great pick up. Continue to kick the ball back into their forward line. Bounces over the top. Where are the runners? Norman is there. We pick the ball up, tries to push it back in. Did that well to Flacavento. Went one way, back on the right boot. Banana and across the face. Through for a minor score. 14-11 now to Bell Post still. 6-5 to the Winchelsea side. We have gone about 12 minutes. Connect Tell final quarter scoreboard.
Welsh with ball in hand now. Just chips it in short to Ellis. Ellis takes the mark 20 metres out, 15 metres out from his own defensive line. Chips the ball over to Brown. So Lucas Brown with the ball. He goes out wide as well. So Marnicky now with the ball, just in front of the coach's box, comes out towards Freeman, goes over his head, goes to the Brown, Caleb, the righty, he can pick it up, he's wrapped up in a tackle, just slings it out wherever he wants it to go, goes to Purnell, had a chance, Purnell had a chance, got it over the top, ends up in the hands there at Cherkop, Cherkop just drives, Bell Post still forward, Flacavento flies, brings the ball to ground, at the back of the pack there.
McIntyre.
Was that McIntyre? Has kicked a fantastic goal. Has his second for the afternoon. The 15th for Bell Post Hill. They're 15-11, leading Winch, who was 6-5, 12, 13 minutes scored. Connect our final quarter.
It's just the way, as I said before, when we go back to that great Bell Post Hill dynasty, how they chipped and chipped and chipped. But you got to know how to do it. And Winch tried that then, and they went wider and deeper and wider. And they had 3 or 4 possessions of the ball. And all of a sudden, all you have to do is make one mistake, and you're still only 50, 60 metres out. It gives the opportunity for the team to go in and score like they did. And, you know, you've really got to know what you're doing. I think the kicks have got to be a bit deeper, so at least you're up on the wing and out of danger just a little bit.
So back in the middle we go once again. Ruckman go at it. And again, the ball comes out of that contest. Yates again. Clearance goes back into their half-forward line. Parrish, a good ball from behind. Ground level. It's not picked up, but Parrish went back and collected it. On the left boot, he drives it out towards centre wing, but Yates is going to be the first to arrive. He looks up, goes back deep towards the pocket, and Flaccavento's made some good ground and will take the mark. He is in distance, I would think, out there. And again, a very hard kick from that position. But he is taking all the time he wants to now because there's no rush to get this game moving.
And plus, they're running pretty hard, both teams. It just take you 30 seconds, where it is, and give everyone a chance to settle down and go again and have a bit of a breather.
So Flacavento has 2 for the afternoon and played centre forward for most of the day and done a pretty good job at it.
Gives you a breather too, Smithy.
Yep, absolutely. Ball comes in, kicks long at goal.
I'll tell you what.
Pretty good finish. He has got his 3rd of the afternoon. The 16th now for Belpost Hill. They're 16-11. They lead Winchelsea on 6 goals, 5, 14.5 gone. Connect tell, final quarter scoreboard.
I want to know where this has come from. I know sides can improve a little bit and, you know, and play out the season and go okay, but look, Winch have been a pretty good team all year. They've had some close games. At one stage, they could have been in the 5. Belpost still have got... I don't know where this has come from. They have absolutely smashed them off the park in every position on the ground, basically.
Yep. Half time in the East versus Anarchy netball A grade. East 26, Anarchy 18. Only score I've got, Grubb.
Righto, fair enough.
So ball back in the middle now.
Text him in if you're listening.
Yep. Wilson, Maloney do battle. Maloney wins that one down quite easily. 2 Winch players take each other out. The ball hits the ground. Yates, of course, at the bottom of the pack. Ball spills free. Umpires come in and said, I'll have it. Yates, he landed right on the cricket pitch there, which is there's no give there, Dale.
No, you're right, Spider.
I wouldn't know. I've been that far up the ground.
Very
So ball in the air
soil.
now. Yes, it is, mate. So ball spills free. Well, Lynch couldn't go with it. Trying to burst through as Brown did so, but handballed it straight to Yates. Yates goes to Vashurin. Left foot kick down the line. Running up here is Matty Purnell. He did really well. Norman now a chance. Quick kick off the ground to Brown. Goes to Yates, who seems to be everywhere and just has his time. Finds Wilson. Wilson 50 out. Little chip kick in. Works out really, really well. The ball lands in the hands of Daniel Maher. So Maher for Belpost will be kicking from about 35, directly in front. Game's been over for a while, but he's been very good, Dan Maher. I think that is many too many players in Belpost. You couldn't say that about, Grob.
No, and when you've had a season like they've had, when you get the opportunity to bury a side, bloody will bury him. That's what the game's all about.
Well, be four on the trot here for the Hill. So Dan Maher coming in. As I said, kicking from about 35, 40 out, directly in front. So ball leaves the boot. Goal umpire pushes across to the right-hand side, hangs it out there, it stays there. So Maher has his first score for the afternoon, the 12th behind for Belpost Hill. We're going at 16.5, Connect Tel, final quarter. Ball bet be brought back in here. So, plays on, goes the barrel up the middle. We like to see the spiral punt down the middle. It's all right, and they come off. So ball lands in the hands. Maher couldn't quite get up. Budavalis, it's a quick handball out. Ball ended up with Budavalis, a quick handball out. Coming through now, picked up there, quick note. Dispossessed, still fighting for the ball. Belpost still chips it out to Vashurin. Vashurin tips it out to Lynch. Lynch just defensive side of centre wing here for Belpost Hill. Chips the ball over the top again. That's a nice looking kick. Another good lead. Looks like Hector's got the ball here on that left foot. Drives it long to that dead pocket again towards Flacavento, but coming across. Is that Marnicky? Marnicky's chipped the ball back up the middle here. So trying to build a little bit Winch. Huff chips the ball out wide again. Finds Baker. Baker, true centre wing, far side of the ground here. So he chips in it again too. That's a nice looking kick towards Stevenson, but Quinn done really well. Coming in, closing speed was fantastic. Gets a handball out. Nice little tap out there. Well done by Chirkop. Flips the ball over. Ball moved forward by Belpost still. Smothered off the boot, heading towards the boundary line, but just kept in play. Good tackle there, dispossessed. Picked up now by Herman. He gets a handball, and that runs over the line in front of Lynch. Oh, no, it was paid deliberate by the look of it. So, anyway, the ball chipped back in. Brian's done really well in that contest. Got the handball forward. Moved there. It was long down the line. At the back here. Here we go again. We got another one. He's got to pick it up.
Did he touch the boot?
He has picked it. That was Norman who has used the shoelaces there to get his third for the afternoon. The 17th for Belpo. Still they move to 17-12. Win 6-5. 18.5 gone. Connectel final quarter.
As I said, you got to bury these sides because they've had a few big losses over the years, or over this year, and when you get the opportunity to really bury a side, and that's what they're doing now. And I won't say Winch have thrown the towel in, but I think
looks like it.
I think they have.
Yeah.
I think they've said, "Well, we've got one more game to play. I don't know who it is against, but we'll play one more
East
game."
Geelong, I think.
Well, they should have probably played better today then, I think, to be quite honest with you.
So the ball back in the umpire's hands and the ball goes up over the top. Maloney gets the ball out in the game. They work hard, but Belpo still will emerge with it. Ball's put out in front of Collins. He has a teammate there in support. Kicked off the ground there by Purnell. Will it work for them? Brown's trying to chase the ball down, picks the ball up. He is tackled, got the ball outside towards Budavalis, and he kicks long into their half-forward line, but standing there, Dan Marr. He will take the mark. He decides to go quickly, runs around the player on the mark, is able to shake him off, kicks the ball long, goes out wide, and the player, I'll tell you what, they're finding space by themselves pretty nicely out there this afternoon. Now that Herman again, he gets the ball and he goes back inside to Flacavento. Flacavento, he looks up and he goes short. Their foot skills are impeccable this afternoon. Haven't missed a beat too much all day. Ball is going to go short, and again, the mark has been taken, and it's Quinn going for goal. Will he kick it, Grub? That's going to be the big question.
Quinny?
Yep.
No.
Well, the bench was very happy with that.
Yes.
Werribee Centrals are gone.
Are they?
Yep, they're gone.
So Quinn now is going to kick from about, I reckon, 35 to 40 metres out directly in front. Grubby says no.
I hope he does, though.
Steps in, kicks that goal. It looks straight. And
He has kicked it! He has kicked it!
So Sammy Quinn gets his first of the afternoon. The 18th now for Belpo still. They're 18-12. They lead Winchelsea on 6-5. We've gone 20 minutes. Connectel, final quarter scoreboard.
I tell you what, he is pretty happy too. And I'm going to give him the Kempy Engineer and goal of the day to Quinny. That was a good kick from a bloke who can't kick.
Thompson have broken away. Bannockburn are in trouble.
They're gone, I think.
Yep.
Inverloy 117 points up over West. So
When you kick a goal, you're supposed to come off these days, aren't you?
that's what happens.
Not if you're a backman.
He's gone to the back line, mate. He ain't going to rest in the back line. So ball back in the middle now. 21 minutes ticking over. Connectel final quarter. Maloney and Hecker. Hecker wins that one down over the top to Churcop. Ball comes through. Parrish picks the ball up, gives the ball over to Maloney. Quick kick out of the centre of the ground. Coming forward is the man who just kicked the last goal. Might be the most popular bloke at Belpo still, I reckon, the way it sounds. Chips the ball into Yates as Quinn.
Nearly the Routley's mark of the day as well.
Oh, I wouldn't have gone that far, but
I tell
anyway.
you what, he won't be getting the dinner for two from the
Anyway.
Tories.
Yates chips it into Clissold. Clissold has a chance now to come to Quinn again. So, Sam Quinn is chipping the ball up along the line there to Marr. Marr takes a good strong mark out in front. He chips the ball into Yates, who's in space in the middle. He goes across the ground there. Nice looking kick. Finds Vashurin. Vashurin now drives Belpo still long out to the Flacavento direction. No, it wasn't. It was Herman. He done well. Handballs it over the top. Wilson just kicks the ball off the ground, worked out really well, ran through Mitchy Miller's hands. Flacavento nearly picked it up with the one hand going through. That's probably a free kick there for a hold. The umpire says no. Yes, he has said yes. And now he's given the advantage play on. Ball chipped into Freeman in the middle of the ground here. There's only a one-on-one down the ground. So,
Giants have beaten Brisbane by 3 goals.
wow. So anyway, ball in the hands of Finn Parrish now. So Parrish just ball right into the centre. Nice kick to Freeman. So Freeman just defensive side of the centre circle here at Myers Reserve. Chips it over the top to Gemmell. Gemmell takes the mark. Went to give the handball but decided against it. And the second time. Collins standing the mark. Umpire calls play on. So Gemmell goes long into the forward line. 2-on-1, 2-on-2 made there by Maloney. Ball hits the deck. Thrown on the boot by Welsh. And has... Still in the field of play. No, trickles through for a minor score. So Adam Welsh has his first behind for the day. The 6th for Winch there. 6-6, trailing Belpo still. 18-12. 23 minutes. Connectel final quarter.
Yes, Belpo still just playing some really good footy, and it's going to be kicking in.
Clissold.
Dan Clissold looks like he's going to have a little opportunity to kick low and flat. Kerins comes up, takes the mark. Running player ignored. He goes quickly into the middle of the ground. Mark is not taken. The spoil goes back for Shuren. Read that nicely. Got the handball back inside. Put Quinn under a little bit of pressure. Then he missed the target. Handball goes back over the top. Comes outside towards, Lynch. It was Brown. Brown, he turned the ball over. Goes back towards Martin. Martin to Bo Collins. A lot of boys getting tired out there because they're not even hitting the handball now.
Couple of non-handballs.
Over the top. That's a nice little handball. Frees up his teammate. Norman back inside. Hecker. Running player. Collins back outside once again. Handball's back over the top. Jones, he wants to go over the top and get it back himself, but unfortunately ball goes over the boundary line. We're going to have a throw in.
I think Bowie Collins' handball put him under pretty much pressure. I think he might have had to kick that. Bowie.
It was the old Kevin Bartlett attempt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the umpire now to throw the ball back in. Again, both ruckman there in the contest. Hecker gets the ball down, picked up by Caleb Brown, goes back towards their half-forward line. Mark will be taken, or wasn't taken out there by Clissold, picked up by Stevenson. He's tackled, can't get the ball out. Umpire said, I've already blown the whistle, it's coming back to me. And we will have a ball up not too far away from where we sit. Maloney's pushed down to do the ruck work. The ball comes out of that contest. Hecker tried to give it away to his teammate. It ends up in the hands of Parrish. Parrish to Parrish and outside. Running player now is Ellis. Ellis goes into the forward line. That's a better use of the ball. And Gould comes up and takes the mark. So again, late stages of the game, you would think that this will test him. Has 2 for the afternoon. So Gould comes in and he'll need to kick this every bit of 55. Don't be surprised if he tries to take the bloke on the mark on. Runs out, gives himself a little bit. Shocking kick off the boot, falls at the top of the square, bounces and will be pushed through by Martin.
Nearly went through for a goal, Dale.
Yeah, it wasn't far away, was it? So it moves his score to 2-2, but they are now 6-7, I think. That's correct.
Yes, mate. So ball back and quickly lands in the hands of Martin. Martin goes long down the line looking for Norman. Can't take the mark. The ball's knocked forward now. Running onto it, handball over the top, finds, or went out in front of Mitch Miller. Mitch Miller just kicks the ball off the ground. Further down the line for Belpo still. Brian's running onto it. Can't take it with him. Picked up there and handballed away by Welsh. Good hands, run-ons, handball over the top. Now we've got time for to Winch the steady. Great smother coming through the middle there by Lynch for Belpo still. Winch play down the ground. Gets the ball to Wilson. Wilson, quick little left foot kick. Look at this, plenty of space.
Look at the players.
He just chipped over the top right now.
Look. Which of 5 of them sitting back here.
And the ball ends up in the hands of Kerins, who could actually go over the top there if he really wanted to Purnell, who's just standing in the square on his own. He doesn't want it.
No, he does now.
There we go. They want to get Matty Purnell a goal too. That was the scream from the bench there.
Well, now he better kick it because he's on an angle now.
Matty Purnell has been very good today, Grub.
Oh, I've liked the kid.
Good luck. The 3-2 ones will be hard next. There's so many good players at Belpost.
We'll just give it to the whole team.
Yeah, rightio. Send them all to the
I've
Hotham.
got a few left.
Purnell comes in. He sprayed it. That won't make the coach's box happy. It's gone right across the face of goal and out of bounds on the full.
No, it was a point, wasn't it?
They've called it out of bounds on the full, Dale. I've seen you mark the point down. I thought I'd better let you know. So Welsh just retrieving the ball from...
Your eyes is like mine.
I thought that was a point.
Yeah, so did I.
Quite easily.
Unless you get in and out of the ground here. They've got, gates to get in and out to go and get the ball. So the last rights here, nearly 27 minutes gone. Connectel final quarter here at Quest Oval. Welsh from Winch to bring the ball in. Drives the ball long down the line. Outside 50, Yates running towards it. Maloney comes across, happy to concede. Ball goes over the boundary line. Well, the boundary line thrown about 65, 70 metres around from the Belpost Steel goal.
And 171 metres from our commentary box.
Probably a little bit further, Grub. It's almost on the ring road here. Ball to be thrown back in. So Hecker's there, so is Maloney. They wrestle each other. The ball hits the deck. Maloney done well. Picked it up, got a quick kick away. Who's going to first get there? Martin tries for the ball. So did Stevenson. Martin come off second best, though, I reckon. So ball's going forward. Come out there. The umpire's paid a hold free kick here to Winch. So Parrish with the ball. Chips in the middle looking for Baker and finds him. Baker now has time. So he chips it out wide again. Goes to Parrish. Parrish takes the ball. Looking up the field. There's not a lot of options to go to. So it goes over the top to his brother. Cassidy. Cassidy goes long down the line. So still pulled up. Here they are. Another quick chip over the top. Doesn't hit the target. So Winch just outside 50. Lee Ellis has found space on his own in the middle of the Forward at 50, so with less than probably a minute to go, Ellis decides to shit all over to Gould. Bannis just lets him go. And he just tells him to go and kick the goal, and Jordan Gould does just that. So Gould has his third for the afternoon. The sixth for Winchelsea. They moved to 7-7. Belpo still 18-12. We have gone, what do we got? Nearly 28 and a half minutes. Siren not too far away here. Grub.
Well, let's hope so, because I think every single player out there is almost out on his feet. One of the Winch boys decided to have a bit of a go at one of the kids, and who's the first in there to say, hey, that'll do, have a go at me if you want to have a go at anyone.
Yatesy.
And that's the captain, and that's his job without doing anything illegal.
This time of the day, mate, you wouldn't be worried about that sort of stuff.
No, but you worry about one of your kids getting flattened, and that's what he was doing, fully legal, and that's why I think he's the best captain in the competition.
So we're back in the middle. Ball thrown in the air. Ruckman go at it once again, so it's tried to be worked out, and they did that nicely. Bell post hill ends up in the hands of Collins. Looks up, goes long into their forward line. Or was there a free kick there? Umpire has seen it. Yes, it will be. And the free kick will go to Bell post hill. And it'll be Norman that will have the final shot after the siren.
And just while he does that, it'd be remiss of me if we didn't mention the way Bell Post Hill Footy Club has really looked after today. Gave us a beautiful big lunch. And at half-time, they have been terrific on and off the field all day.
So Norman to finish this game off on a positive note for Bell Post Hill. Has 3 for the afternoon, comes in, kicks a goal. It's a shank of a kick.
Doesn't matter, it's right through the middle.
And it is right through the middle. 19 goals, 12, is that correct?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, 19-12. Bell Post Hill will defeat Winchelsea 7 goals, 7 goal kickers for the day.
Hang on. Tari's just said he's starting on his coach.
Norman with 4, Flacavento for 3, Wilson for 3. 2 to McIntyre, 1 each to Collins, Yates, Miller, Quinn, Herman, Chirkop and Lynch. And for the Winchelsea side, 3 to Gould, 2 to Baker, 1 to Ellis and Finn Parrish. Take a short break, come back, and we'll try and work out who we consider to be one of the better players on the ground. Well, I told you we'll just give it to Belpo still. We can't send them all there in one voucher. But
I've got a few left.
You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
We'll send them there on their footy trip.
East 53 have defeated Anarchy. That's the only A-grade score that we have so far. All right, gents, we've been asked to give the three. Well, we've done the three votes for the what's the name for the club today. 3-2-1 today. As we said, we were on air right throughout that whole time. We were told. So I know what Steele's doing when we said we'd take a break, but that's okay. He's probably having a nap. Anyway, 3-2-1 today, lads. Going to be very, very, very tough, I think. Want me to go first, Grub?
Yep.
Rightio. I gave 1 to Jet Herman. I thought I knew you'd try and laugh. I just thought he was really, really good through the middle and even going forward. I was looking at Joshy Norman and thought he could be a chance kicking 4, but the side kicks 19. I gave 2 to Lockie Wilson. I thought he kicked 3, was really good, set the game up early, and then obviously had a spell in the ruck as well. And I gave my 3 to Jack Yates, who just is an absolute gem. What can you say about him?
Yeah, no, I gave one vote to Chirkop. I know he got a lot of possession of the ball. He probably didn't use him as well, but I just, since I don't think I've seen him play before, and he impressed me as a young kid. I'm assuming he's a young kid. I had Jones in there as well because I thought his game early was out there, but I actually went to Chirkop. I agree, Jet Herman for me was a good player for them all day. Different role that he had last time, usually plays off a half back line and provides run. Today had a job up forward early, and Jack Yates, just for the work he does in and around the ground, he's enormous. And I reckon if there was blokes out there or clubs wanting a bloke to lead you, you're right, Grub, he'd be the bloke you'd be looking for.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Look, I had all of those blokes. You know, I just left Chirkop out because of his disposals. In a normal game, yeah, but early in the first half, he probably had, I reckon, 12 or 13 touches and 10 of them just went along the ground. But he'll get that. He'll get that and he'll be a good player. But I had to leave him out for that, just as I left Jet Herman out, for the simple fact that he was playing on Finn Parrish, and Finn Parrish carved him up for a quarter and a half, and he didn't chase him out of the defence. And I think all right, they won the game easy, but in a close game, that could change the game. But he did play a very good game. In the end, I gave Brodie Hecker a vote. I thought he was terrific all day. He's probably not the biggest bloke you've ever seen, but he probably won the ruck. I gave 2 votes to Zane Jones. I thought he was just terrific.
Yep.
Probably died off a bit, but I like to give votes to the blokes who play really, really well when the game is in the keeping or when it has to be won, and he did that. And 3 votes to, I know you've got your Sammy Lowe's, and I know you've got your Benny Crombies and all these players that I really love, McIntyre, all these players that I really love. But this bloke is the favourite player and has been for a bloody long time, Jack Yates.
Well, so unanimously, that's 2 weeks in a row we've been unanimous. We had 4 of us last week with Tyler Crennan. Jack Yates is the Sir Charles Hotham Hotel Player of the Day. Much better bloke and much better footballer than his father. Although Ian has flown down from Queensland to be here. He did play in the 1994 Reserves Premiership in his only year at the club. So lucky Yates, he decided to come here on his own because he wouldn't have got him out of the father and son rule at the Hill. So he did play at Tassie too, Yatesy. So, all right, the Belpo's still captain. Grub, do we have our sponsors, please, mate, before you put your book away?
Right. Now, you're going to be very, very happy with me today.
What, you got them?
Yeah, that I've got them. I just really, I know I say it every week, but I mean it. You know, Morris Finance, fantastic. Buckley's, well, we know all about the great Buckley's. De Grande Cycles, best in the world. Connectel, whatever they do it magnificently. Routley's, Routley's, the mark of the day, boys. The Comnafine if you're in the east. The Yards Hotel if you're in the west. And, of course, the Hotham Hotel, who do have the goal. And I know they didn't today, it was Kempy. But if you're in the town, go and see Maury, they'll look after you. Elders Insurance, fantastic. Promoted trophies, victory trophies. Athlete's Foot, who do the MVP, which I believe is being led by Jamesy out at Corio.
Yep.
He's leading that.
Must be the dimmies he's coming to get from work.
And of course, my old friends, who you think I don't know about. But my old friends at Kempy Engineering, fluid power, hydraulics, pneumatics, hoses, fittings, process valves, oil and gas products, brake components, transmission, gearboxes, pumps, 50 Gerringham Street, Geelong, 5225 2900, Kempy Engineering, and you think I don't know what they do.
I know you don't know what they do, mate.
It's taken 17 rounds and we got there.
Can you explain what that is?
Beauty Kempy.
Explain explain what that is. All right, lads, we've got to pick a game to go to next week.
I think there's only one in there.
Yeah, I think there's only one.
Now?
It depends if you and I have the same game. I'm thinking that it's North Geelong Belmont.
Oh, look, last week, now, I know we had a couple of people, or one person text in, right, and said, oh, that's Grubby's fault. But I know you wanted to come here to see your mates from Queensland and whatnot. But I do know that we really have to see Belmont because give you both a chance. And I thought, well, in the back of my mind, we probably go there the following week. So I think we have to, not only because it'll be a terrific game, the form North Geelong's in, and they're at home, but also you blokes can get a good look at them because you're going to see them through the finals. So that's my pick anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm with you, mate. So I think we're at North Geelong versus Belmont next week at Osborne Park. To everybody, to Tyler, who's on the camera today? Damo's on the
Good
camera
on you,
today.
Damo.
No, still no Brady's got the Echuca bug. Can't quite shake it. To Steelo back in the studio, of course, to Dale and...
Hey, he don't play the Carlton theme song. He's a fair weather supporter.
Absolutely. To the folk at Bellpost who have been very hospitable to us today on the Past Players Day.
They've been great.
To everyone, our listeners, to our viewers, thank you very much again for tuning in. You've been listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
Guru.
Hooroo from the Guru.